lige kaster de vildeste gaver efter dig, når du køber Venus, som bliver Peter Blackman. Når du vælger bort,
Welcome back to another live stream, folks. It's game days. Jamaica versus Curaçao in World Cup qualification. This should be another massive one here. Top of the group, Jamaica sitting on 6 points. We saw some games played out last night between the Hondurans and the Haitians, who have to play all their games away from home. No, Haiti's doing well. They were able to pick up 3 points last night against a very boring Nicaraguan team. They end up getting the points. Big up everybody who's here to join us. Jamaica will have to handle business tonight, though. Jamaica is sitting very nicely on top of the group. However, things could change tonight. We also want to get over some news that's been popping out today. Ravel Marsa has found another club in the second division in the United Emirates, the UAE, otherwise known as the United Emirates. So Ravel Marsa will start playing football again. What does that mean for his future selection? I'm not really sure about that. Not really sure that the coach feels like that level is the level where he wants to see a Ravel Marsa plays. But we remember the likes of Warner Brown, they're no longer there. Damari Gray picked up an injury in the last camp, so he's no longer a part of this Reggae Boyz setup. He's now back with his club in England. But tonight, Jamaica will see the lights of Ethan Pinnock return to this squad. Bobby Reid, after a long stint out due to injury from last season in the English Premier League, he's now back up and running for Jamaica. Will he play a role tonight for the Reggae Boyz? I'm sure the Jamaican Reggae Boyz could handle could use his work rate tonight. Dujon Whisper as well make his long-awaited return to the national setup. After a while, people has been waiting on Dujon Whisper. After that injury, he did a surgery. I'm not sure if it's an ACL surgery, but those are major sporting surgery. He's now recovered fully and is back in football shape, playing his football there for the Chelsea Academy at the under-21 level. What does the Jamaicans have to do tonight to get the points? It's going to be a tough game. We are already getting reports out of Curaçao that tickets are sold out. This is a massive game. The Jamaican Reggae Boyz, they landed safely, and the Curaçao fans are awaiting this matchup, which will happen in about 5 hours or so. This will be a massive one for the Jamaican Reggae Boyz tonight. They would want to put this one to bed by getting the points tonight, but I'm looking at a very close game tonight. I'm looking at a game where Jamaica could end up losing this game as well. This is a home game against a team that has been brewing for a while and wants to pick up the points, wants to make a statement in this Curaçao team. They really want to make a statement after years in the desert as far as Concacaf is concerned. No, they are ready to take on the big boys of the Caribbean in the Jamaican Reggae Boyz. Jamaica will have to be on their A game tonight. However, because if you look at the last game against Trinidad and Tobago, the Trinidad and Tobago fans would feel like they were undone or unfairly treated by VAR in that last game, where VAR took away a hat-trick from one of their strikers in that game. That game would have potentially ended 3-2. Jamaica, for me, did not show me enough in that game to convince me that tonight is a convincing win for Jamaica. If Jamaica does get it over the line, I expect a 1-0 win for Jamaica, but I also expect a draw in this game. Obviously, all these scenarios are possible, but I wouldn't be surprised as well if Jamaica succumb to the overwhelming pressure from this Curaçao team. Let me just dive a little bit into this Curaçao team. They do show some weakness defensively. They seem like they're a team that could be broken down. As you know, they have brought in a lot of their Dutch players who they have recruited over the years. And you know what kind of football they play in Netherlands, which is that total kind of football where you create a lot of space on the ball, you attack, but that kind of football allows opponent to get a lot of opportunities against you. If you've been watching football, total football. It gives your opponent a lot of opportunities. However, it gives your opponent a lot of opportunities. However, they also get chances to score. There's also another big matchup tonight as well. Trinidad and Tobago, they will be taking on Bermuda in the next Group B matchup. Trinidad and Tobago would want to get their campaign on the way tonight by picking up 3 points and sit at third or tie on second place, depending on the amount of goals they scored if Jamaica is able to handle business tonight. Yes, this will be a high-scoring matchup, says Uptown 1G. This game tonight, Anita Bell said, soup for Jamaica. Tell Trinidad that half-side thing don't work. One Jamaica, says Uptown 1G. Big up yourself, Ricky and him. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that. Energy 876 in the building as well. Check it, everybody. Mark Davis is also in the house. Nigel Garden, Paul Stewart, Nicky G, big up yourself, Nick Jr. Joe Grind, in a them girlfriend skin, night and day, my boss. Money Pro Music is in the building as well. Big up everybody who's joining us. Farmer, join us early. Baller kick tonight. Baller kick, folks. Ghost One Son is in the building as well. Jacquees Black, Jamaica winning this one 4-0. We not afraid of nobody. I would like to talk about football the way Jacquees Jack talks about the game. Unfortunately, I cannot go off the rails like that. Tafari is also saying 3-0 for Jamaica. We have to say the Jamaican Reggae Boyz do have some good things going for them right now, as they are keeping clean sheets. And, well, Trinidad and Tobago again did score on Jamaica. Unfortunately, it was an offside goal. 3 of them were offside. Big up yourself, Jerome 876. Tonight, though, this is a team that can hurt Jamaica. And this is a team who's been waiting on this matchup. Big up yourself, young cryptic Owen. 4-0 for Jamaica. I can't see Jamaica winning this game by 4 goals. No, listen, it's going to be a dicey one. Ethan Pinnock potentially comes back in. And I think Ethan Pinnock is a mistake-prone defender. I think if he starts tonight, Jamaica might end up give up a few goals tonight. And we've seen that before where Jamaica had a few good stretch of game. Dig up yourself, Dean Fraser. And then Ethan Pinnock came back into the team and Jamaica started to leak goals again. Ethan Pinnock is back. I think that Ethan Pinnock is a liability. No, people been asking me, JT, will Ravel Morrison be a part of this Jamaica team going forward? Ravel Morrison, time is against him. Ravel Morrison's biggest enemy is the clock at this moment. The next international break is around November 18. And can he get up to speed? The last time the coach, we had to start a campaign. I had to put out a petition. I had to start an actual petition to get Ravel Morrison back into the team. Last time I started that petition, some people said, JT, that's irrelevant. I said, it doesn't matter. I just needed at least 4 or 5 people to sign the petition. We did end up getting about 20 or 30 signatures on the petition. It's what it represents. Sometimes it's not about the crowd. Big up yourself. I can't pronounce the name there. Aboyami Alantunji. Aboyani Alatunji or something. Aboyami Alatunji. All right? Aboyami Alatunji. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly at the end there. Soup. That's what the Jamaican Reggae Boyz fans are yelling tonight. Soup. Let's hope the soup pot don't dash over. Let's hope the soup pot not get kicked over by this Curaçao team tonight. No, another thing, one of their strengths as well, Curaçao, they make things happen off set pieces. I kept saying that every time I harken on a specific thing that happens in the game. Big up yourself, float management. Big up yourself, determined. Every time I talk about a potential area where Jamaica can get hurt, it's always that area where Jamaica gets hurt in the game. I'm telling you, those set pieces, Ethan Pinnock always gets caught off guard. We don't know who starts tonight. And I hope that Trinidad and Tobago can kick their campaign off tonight. I'm going to call one of these Trinidad and Tobago fans and just hear from them. And then we get into the Curaçao show just to see how the Trinidad fans are doing. If they're ready to start their campaign, haven't really started their campaign. Very slow start for the Trinidad and Tobago team, which some would say is a pretty good team. Hasn't been able to get it together quickly enough. But tonight is the night where they have to get the points. Unfortunately, if Trinidad and Tobago loses tonight, if Trinidad and Tobago loses tonight, Trinidad and Tobago campaign is over. To be honest, if Trinidad and Tobago loses tonight, their campaign is actually over. I have a fan here from Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, what's going on? How are you feeling before the game?
JT Ricky here again, man.
Yeah, how are you feeling before the game?
We spoke.
Yeah, how are you feeling before the game tonight?
Well, but the Jamaica game really took a lot out of us. You know? That VAR thing, boy. What a way to introduce it into the World Cup Qualifiers for Trinidad and Tobago.
So you're saying the only reason why Jamaica beat Trinidad was due to the VAR?
No. You guys won. We have to lose gracefully, but you have to understand. We will feel a little bit shortcutted that kind of way with how the referee and the VAR worked against us. You know, the first game, the first goal that Levi had scored, that would have changed the game to a totally different game.
It would have changed the game because that you see that
changed the whole dynamic of the game, and that's how football is. It's 40 years I've been looking at professional football, from World Cups, Cups, and all kind of thing. You know, these are the little moments that define a football game. You know what I mean? So that offside goal from Levi there, that changed the game totally for Trinidad. And congratulations to you guys. You guys won. You know, yeah. It'll be exciting for you guys tonight,
yeah. But for you as well, it's a chance for Trinidad to kick off their campaign tonight.
Yeah, because Bermuda honestly is the weakest of all the four teams. No disrespect to the Bermudian fans and the team. The coach Finley has been doing a great job, you know. I remember when he used to play. Yeah, he used to play. He was a professional player that coach for Bermuda. And he's doing a great job for Bermuda. I think Nicky Wells, the guy, I think he plays for Luton Town. He's a relatively good striker, you know. So they have really advanced themselves.
But Trini boss, you know that Bermuda can beat Trinidad tonight.
Pardon?
You know that Bermuda can beat. You know that Bermuda can beat Trinidad tonight.
Well, it's football, you know, but the football is wrong, right? So you know everything is possible, but the way that I've gotten the feedback from York and the players, the interviews, the way the team. All right, Oscar, the way the team is looking, we look confident, the same confidence that we had for Jamaica. I don't think that the team has ever dropped in confidence from Jamaica to now or prior to the Jamaica games. They've been a very confident bunch, you know. York has instilled that in us. So going into Bermuda, it's just that, you know, what happened to them in Jamaica, and I'll be honest, because, you know, a lot of Trinidadian fans and bloggers are like, yeah, we're going out there. It works on you psychologically a little bit, you know. It could be some refereeing decisions, and like I stated in the start, that little decisions define the football game. You understand? And that's that. I guess these guys will be a little cautious, a little bit more than if that Jamaican game had gone more in our favor. But the quality should show itself today, you know.
What are you expecting? What are you looking for from your team tonight, the Trinidad and Tobago team?
Offensive are you looking football, for? JT. These guys know that we have to win. So, and York as a coach, he knows that as well. So this is going to be an offensive Trinidad team. We know that Bermuda will sit back, you know, and we're coming out at them, and I want 4 goals. With 4 goals, I'll be pleased with my team's performance.
What happens if Trinidad draw this game? If Trinidad draws this game, what happens?
The campaign is over. Anything other than a win, and this is something that the country knows, anything other than a win is considered the campaign is dead.
It's done. It's done.
It's done. It's done. We are realistic about that anything other than a win and a confident win A resounding win is not good enough. We have to win by 2 and up.
Yeah.
Goal difference also has to play a role because we conceded 2 against you guys, so at least we'll have zero goal difference. We have a negative of 2 right now.
Yeah, so because if you look at it this way, let me just break it down a little bit here. Trinidad hits Bermuda, they end up on 4, and let's say Jamaica wins with and Trinidad wins with a good goal difference. Trinidad ends up in 2nd place.
Yeah. That Curaçao game that's coming up. This round for all the teams is defining. This is the defining round. These 2 games will define the group, because the last round, if Jamaica wins these 2 games, you guys are basically inside. It's as simple as that. I've been, I follow you guys as well, the Reggae Boyz.
I know,
I love the Reggae Boyz.
Yeah.
And I've watched people been cautious for what they're saying, because these 2 games can carry you guys to the World Cup. You guys win tonight, and Bermuda is no disrespect anymore to Bermuda. You guys are meeting them up. This game tonight defines Jamaica's prospect of qualifying for the World Cup in this round.
But let me just say this to you. Let me just say this to you, though, as well. Jamaica wins the game. Jamaica sits pretty. But Jamaica losing the game, it has the similar effect.
The whole dynamic of the group. Then Trinidad has a contention of coming back as number 1. Jamaica losing tonight changes the dynamic. It's a win or a loss for Jamaica. It's a make or break for Jamaica. If you guys win, you guys are basically in the World Cup. You guys lose, you've opened the door. You're
back in the dog fight.
Trinidad,
if Jamaica lose tonight, people, and Trinidad wins, it's almost like the group starts all over again.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, JT. That's exactly what I'm saying. But if you guys win, you guys have sealed the group. And then it's going to be us and Curaçao fighting for that 2nd place, best 2nd place for the playoffs, whatnot. And I've been following the African qualifiers as well, because I have some brothers over in Ghana. Congratulations to my brothers in Ghana, the Black Stars. Happy for them. Nigeria is out.
Yeah. Nigeria.
I'm amazed that happened to the Super Eagles. All right.
But I want to say something to you.
Let
me just say this to you, and this is what I tried to say to people the other night. You can have all the big names on paper.
Yes, brother. Osimhen, the biggest thing in Africa.
Yeah.
Osimhen.
Yeah, and they have a lot. Listen, the entire Nigerian team is playing in Europe.
Big teams, A-class teams. All of them.
And they're out. They're out of the World Cup.
And they're out. I think Benin is stopping the group. Did I see correctly? Benin, South Africa. I think Benin was on top.
Yeah.
And Benin has never been a powerhouse in African football. Like I said, I have African brothers. I've been watching the African Cup since in the early 90s as well. So I know these powerhouse teams. South Africa is a good team, Bafana. And Nigeria, Ghana. These were the old school. Cameroon struggled a lot this time as well. There are not a lot new African powerhouses that are coming out now. So the playoff that I was saying, I was looking at the African qualifiers, and Trinidad or whoever is coming out of the Concacaf as 2nd place teams are going to meet.
But what did you think about the game last night? What do you think about a team like Haiti, who is playing all their games away from home?
I supported the Haitian brothers. I'm so glad what they did. And I had a feeling that they would overpower the Nicaraguans, I didn't feel,
I'm surprised. The game last night with Honduras and Costa Rica, the 2 teams cancel themselves out or cancel each other out.
Yeah. That was a disappointing game for Costa Rica. Costa Rica and Panama are struggling, brother.
Yeah. But Carla, I'm gonna run the show. We talk here. We catch up. I have the post match. We have the post match after.
One last thing to tell you guys, JD. We played Curaçao in the Nations League under Coach Eve. Well, that's when we now started to have a little resurgence in our football again. And we had beat them in Trinidad 1-0, I think, in Hazy Crawford. But when we went away to Curaçao, we lost 5-3.
5-3.
One thing being that they were good. They changed their tactics. one of the biggest factors that I noticed that you guys might struggle with tonight, and I'm not hearing much people mentioning, the Curaçao pitch is not grass.
I talked about it. It's AstroTurf. I spoke about it the other night.
That changes the way the game plays.
Yep.
That's the thing that, remember, most of our pros are not used to be playing, and then the injury factor of that AstroTurf, that affects the game. That's something you guys have to look out for. The Curaçao uses that advantage. That stuff is going to change the game.
It's going to change the game. I totally agree.
It's going to change the game. And injury, the players have that in the back of their mind. Playing on that AstroTurf, you tend to get injured a little more than on grass.
Oh,
right. So big up, JD. I'll be around for the post-match, brother.
All right, we
Give
talk.
Me a call, you know.
Right.
Good luck to the Reggae Boyz.
Good luck to Trinidad and Tobago as well.
Yeah, thank you very much, man.
Yeah, so people, I did touch on that a little bit there. The AstroTurf will come into play tonight. The AstroTurf behaves differently with the football. Players play differently on that AstroTurf, and it's a home game. I hear people saying Jamaica wins this game by 4 goals. I'm not seeing that tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if Jamaica lose this game by 2 or more goals. I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jamaica wins the game. This is not a game where I say Jamaica wins the game. I'm not saying Jamaica wins this game. You're going there to play in front of a stadium that's been sold out the entire week. They've been sold out already. They've been preparing for this game. A lot of our players coming out of the United Kingdom, they are not really used to this kind of playing surface, and they're not used to this kind of environment. So I'm expecting some diciness to this game. And the Jamaican players, the Damian Lowe's of this world, they have to be careful tonight with VAR coming into play. Whenever you're playing in front of a full stadium, you have to keep that. We're not playing in Bermuda, where a few tourists or a few Jamaicans were run off over Bermuda. He's there to support. You're going into a full stadium tonight against a team who felt that they should beat Jamaica consistently. If you look at the results, I think they beat us before, or we beat them once and drew with them. It's quite even. This is not a team that just we beat them all the time. This is not a team that we beat them all the time. I don't know why Reggae Boyz fans are saying, okay, guys, you don't want a Panama situation where they underestimated the Surinamese and underestimated that Suriname team, and we saw what happened to them. You don't want that to happen. We saw what happened with Haiti and Costa Rica. Everybody in the football world, based on historic results, everybody would say that Costa Rica is a good team, one of the better teams in Concacaf, and they should be beating a Haiti week in, week out. However, Haiti almost won that game. Costa Rica came back in added time to get a point from that game. And we saw them, they hit the post with a few minutes left in the game last night against a Honduras team that was playing at home in front of another full stadium. Whenever you have the 12-man in play and VAR is the 13-man or something in the game. VAR is a whole nother. VAR did work out for Jamaica this time around. We just don't want the game to be this game where we end up on the wrong side of VAR. And the starting lineup, I'm hearing that Joel Latibodiere will be starting potentially in that defensive midfield role. Joel Latibodiere, are you hearing this, folks? Joel Latibodiere is the potential starting defensive midfielder for Jamaica. Joel Latibodiere, he struggles with his pace. He struggles to recover on a faster surface like this tonight. We might have problems in that defensive area for Jamaica there with that with Isaac Hayden being out of the game. So let's keep an eye on that. Joel Latibodiere will be starting potentially in that defensive midfield role, and that spells problems for Jamaica. If you ask me, 3 substitutions has to be made for the Jamaican Reggae Boyz tonight, as there will be no Casey Palmer, no Isaac Hayden. However, I think that Ronaldo Cephas should have a massive game tonight. I don't think this Curaçao team will be able to handle a Ronaldo Cephas. I'm saving this one as my gem talk right now. I don't think Curaçao will be able to maintain or contain Ronaldo Cephas tonight. They won't be able to just contain him and just play where they just block off one side. And listen, if you ever played on turf before, you know that you move a bit faster on the turf. You move a bit faster on the turf. And we could see Ronaldo Cephas tonight have a massive game tonight. I expect a massive game from Ronaldo Cephas tonight. I expect something massive from Ronaldo Cephas tonight. I expect him potentially winning a penalty for Jamaica, where Bobby Reid steps up and missed that penalty potentially. So I'm expecting that tonight. Let's hear what some of the fans are saying. Martin Baker here, Speed, last night said, no coach and these coach really think Lati Bodir should be in the midfield. Owen said, to be honest, defensively, Lati is sound in the midfield. His only problem is progressing the ball. Anita Bell, JT, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth. Listen, I'm talking out of the straight part of my mouth, right straight in front. I'm telling you what I'm seeing out there. Marcus, my friend, look here, JT. The Jamaican wingers will pick back that Curaçao defensive line. Jamaica will play that double pivot CDM. Anyhow, Curaçao push them head. The Jamaicans rifle them, will sing like Percy Sledge, I think. King, no fish start either. Okay, GT, we need him right to help out. Sort of cushion, cause when Chong starts to somebody gonna contain him. Gentle people, I predict the coach McLaren will surrender the midfield. Listen, and that's what I'm saying. This is what I think that Curaçao will be all over Jamaica. If Coach McLaren surrenders the midfield on this playing surface, it's going to be a long night for the Reggae Boyz in Curaçao tonight. It's going to be a long night for the Reggae Boyz if we surrender the midfield. If Jamaica surrenders the midfield, it's going to be a long night. Folks, the number is on the screen. The number is pinned in the comment section. It's game day. Jamaica versus Curaçao. Let me hear what you have to say. Let's hear your thoughts on the game. Let's have your predictions. As I said, this could go both ways. Some expect a high-scoring game. These two teams hasn't played in a while, so maybe they will be a bit tentative or a bit cautious. Big up yourself, J. Russ, early on in the game where we don't see the teams going hard. But as soon as Jamaica give up that midfield, I think it's going to be a long night for the Reggae Boyz. I think it will be a long night for the Jamaican Reggae Boyz. So, yes, based on what Speed said last night, they look like they will be surrendering the midfield. That's what Rudolph Speed does. That's how Rudolph Speed coaches. He surrenders the midfield with Cavaliers all the time. And gets the result. That's kind of how Jamaica has been playing, surrendering the midfield. That's how Jamaica has been playing. That's how Jamaica has been playing. You should be breaking down Curaçao team, but no, you choose to break down our team. Listen, okay, who are these new people? I don't know who these people are. We short midfielders and instead bringing extra. We brought JT. Honestly, I feel like it's TC night tonight. Who is that? Who is TC in the Reggae Boyz? Man, stop the madness about surrender. No, Jamaica surrenders the midfield to every opponent, even smaller teams. We surrender the midfield to Bermuda. Jamaica surrendered the midfield to Bermuda. Remember, big up yourself, Jack Greens. Owen, we have no choice. We have never controlled the midfield. I don't think tonight is where you go to Curaçao and try to win the midfield battle. That is not the type of football that Jamaica play. quick transition, counter-attacking football, get the ball up the pitch very quickly. Oh, Tyrese Campbell. Okay, you're expecting Tyrese Campbell. And Bailey Kadamatri. Let's see if he could pull it off tonight. It's a new experience for him as well, playing away in front of a sold-out crowd. A sold-out crowd tonight. It's going to be a massive one for the Jamaican Reggae Boyz. I think Jonathan Russell as well needs to come to the party tonight. Depending, I always say, Jonathan Russell, for me, his performance is based on where he plays on the park. If the coach asks him to sit deep, you can't have people saying, why I'm not seeing Jonathan Russell in the game. He's not there to be seen. If he's sitting deep, he's there to do a job. If he's up the field to break up, if he plays up the field to break up play, then we could understand. Then we want him to be more effective. The surface should help the guys play overseas. Well, I'm hearing people also saying that it's not the hard turf, because you have different kind of turf where the rubber inside of it is like, because you know how they make the turf, right? Is old car tires and stuff. Them grind up to make that, some of them to make the rubber thing that's inside of the turf. It depends on I don't know. It depends on how the turf is laid down. Some people are saying this one is closer to be to grass. No, Anita Bell, listen. When I talk football, I don't use emotion. Not because I'm from Jamaica, not because I'm a Reggae Boyz fan. I'm not the person who comes and say that Jamaica is going to win. When Jamaica was going to lose at the National Stadium versus Panama, when Tapa was the coach, me get buckle before the game. I said, Jamaica is going to lose the game. You watch and see, because Tapa is the coach. He doesn't know how to use these players. So be it. Jamaica got dumped up at the National Stadium. So I'm always very cautious when I'm predicting games when it comes on to Jamaica. We will go direct. Route 1, I think. That's Owen. So I'm more on the cautious side. Jamaica, you never know what you're going to get. You never know the team that's going to run out there for Jamaica. You never know the team that's going to run out there for Jamaica. People, we only have 70 likes on the show. Let's get the likes up to 100. Let me see if I can call back Paul. He was giving me a call earlier, because these people will just call the show when everybody is calling at the same time. So let me just give him a call back from no. Kadamachi, superb control, could make a long ball. Paul, go ahead, my boss. Paul, can you hear me?
Your blessed night, JT.
Oh,
Wayne here.
Go ahead, Wayne.
Yes, man. A very I want to say good afternoon or good evening wherever the listeners are, and I want to say a very interested evening, or should I say night, in Concacaf World Cup qualifying. I know this window is a very crucial window, a very tricky window in which any team that come out this window on top might seems like they are bound for the World Cup. Nonetheless, I'm hoping that Jamaica will prevail this evening, and also our brother over there in Trinidad, that they will prevail so that they can sit first and second in the group. However, I know that it won't be an easy task, especially with the factor that your Trinidadian brother just mentioned, and you have been stressing on it as well, in the AstroTurf. Whatever the material might made of, JT, it's just not the ordinary turf that the guys are used to. And as such, if we listened that interview with Coach Rudolph Speed last night, or should I say the technical advisor, because he was being interviewed on the basis of all those positions. He mentioned that the heavy players, it will take a toll on their legs. And of course, we heard before the psychological effect that it might have on the players, that they might, in their minds, been worrying about an injury. With that said, JT, I believe that the team will be picked based on the AstroTurf situation So this game is a very important game within the history of Jamaican football, because this game can eventually take us to the World Cup. However, it's a very tricky situation, because I believe that the coach's hands might be tied. I believe a few players may be reluctant, or the clubs might even advise that they play just for a certain time, or they play none at all on a pitch like this, JT.
What are your expectations tonight as far as starting lineup? Who would you give me a starting lineup?
All right, the starting lineup is unpredictable, JT, because of the turf. Hence, I'm struggling to come up with a lineup, because I'm not certain if they would exclude the players who, if they will minimize minutes for the players who just came off injury, which means that the likes of Latibodier, the likes of Whisper, the likes of Ethan Pinnock, the likes of Bobby Reed, they might not get a lot of playing time if that's the thinking of the coach. However, based on media coverage, I saw where they said that Whisper was just not coming in to take up space on the bench, but they were really looking at him to participate in this Curaçao match. But with him missing all the training session, I believe that might be impossible tonight for young Dujan Whisper. And I really wanted to see Whisper in this game, because this game would be a defining moment in his career.
But I think, remember, the next game is a softer game. So you probably would want him to just be there to catch up to speed for this game, and then probably cut him loose against a Bermuda.
Wonderful. However, we want to see what he's made of. Remember,
I will disagree with Wayne tonight. And this is where I would disagree with Wayne, people. Dujan Whisper coming back off a massive knee injury and doing a surgery. He just played his first 90 minutes for his academy last weekend. I don't think you bring him to Curaçao and let him loose on a turf pitch. We don't even know how that knee behaves on the turf. I'm not sure this is the ideal situation, Wayne.
As I was saying, JT, the situation is that his club, Chelsea, which is a very professional, and they have him as a highly ranked Premier League 2 player. They would not have sent him without giving him proper assessment. Furthermore, I heard one of the coaching staff in the media said that he wasn't coming, that they wanted to see him in this Curaçao match. Hence my reason for saying that I wanted to see him. But I know that it might be impossible to see him, given that he didn't participate in any training leading up to today's game.
What about Andre Blake in goal? I'm not comfortable with Andre Blake in goal anymore.
Well, the thing, JT, if you should dissect the team, I would say you're not comfortable with any players around the back line, but that's because Jamaica is always under pressure within the back line, JT. And last night I tried assiduously to get an answer from
Jesus Christ
from Rudolph.
Hold on there. People, Wayne used the word. Wayne used the word tonight. Any time me hear the word assiduously with any Jamaican team, Jamaica lose. I swear. Anytime me hear that word, that Jerome Waite said that before the under-20 boys left. We were working assiduously. And once me hear that word, Jesus Christ.
Well, hopefully not, JT, because I use it in a different context in regards to I was trying to get Rudolph Speed to answer in more detail on King's program last night as to why is it that our midfielders and our attackers do not help out the back line. And he just skimmed over it by saying it depends on the coach's instructions or the way we are playing, which that's not the case, JT. Every Jamaican match we played from about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago is only the defenders alone tackle and track back. We have Isaac Aiden now in central midfield, which does some tracking back. Although I haven't seen the real, we saw the result, but I have not seen the real power or the progress of how well Isaac Aiden can tackle. I haven't seen that yet because he have not been tested fully. as yet. However, that is only 5 persons on the pitch for Jamaica that will do any tackling or any trap back, JT.
That's
and
not
against
good.
worthy opponent, we will be in trouble. And I wanted with our speed to saw that as a situation that they needed to work on. But he just glimpsed over it last night with King. And I was disappointed because I was hoping that would be something that they would take back within the camps whenever Jamaica is playing any game, to know that the midfielders and the attackers, they have to work hard, JT. And in this match on this AstroTurf, I believe this is a match that they might need to work extremely hard on, given that Curaçao is more of a passing type of ball, a more swifter team, a more tiki-taka type of team, with a kind of South American flair that Jamaica, you saw in Copa, that we could not deal with that kind of football. However, nonetheless, I believe on paper, Jamaica is easiest the best ranking team in this group. And if all goes well and we're firing on all cylinder, JT, we should come out comfortably with a 3-1 victory tonight.
All right, people, thank you very much. That was Wayne. Wayne, I like how concise that was. You came, you deliver, saw and conquered. We will probably meet up at the post-match, right?
We will, JT.
All right.
Wishing Trinidad all the best. Wishing Jamaica all the best. As I said, the surprise will be the turf, as well as the lineup will be based on the turf. Have a great evening, JT.
All right. Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. People, remember to call the number. The number is on the screen. If you're trying to call, don't call the people are calling the personal number. The number is right there on the screen, people, if you need to call. Players don't want to say they are afraid of the turf. The last player who turned down a call-up because of the turf, never giving another call-up. Yeah, Emoji Boss, you have the number, bro. You can call. So let me get this straight. We added player to the front line who we might not use in the first game. The more important one we already down to. Yeah, JT, what time is the match? Well, the match is 1 a.m. my time. The match is 1 a.m. my time. So I don't know what time is that in Jamaica. And it's the time over here right now is on the screen. So, yeah, the match is 3 hours from now. Squad is out in 2 hours. Okay. German, Chucking Boss. Big up yourself, Chucking Boss. Chucking Boss, link up, check in. It's game day, folks. Jamaica versus Curaçao. Tonight is a very important night. Tonight is how crazy this is, where Jamaica is sitting on 6 points, topping the group. Yet it's a must-win game. Yes, it's a must-win game. How is this a must-win game? That's how this thing is set up, It's a must-win game. Everybody is calling the other number. I'm going to tell them the number. The number is right there on the screen. Yeah, man. All right. Go ahead, caller.
Go on, JT.
Yeah, man, I'm there, man. Game day. It is the game day.
Yeah, man. Blessings. I was calling you out yesterday, but I didn't hear anything from you.
Yeah, yesterday, too. Me know say tonight is a marathon,
Yeah, remind tell me.
Yes, it's a marathon. Say we have to forward back for the post-match day. Everything, so.
Yeah, remind tell me.
Yeah.
Anyway, with the match coming up, and you just say, you hear that Latibody are going to start in the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
But that shouldn't surprise nobody or anybody who follow the team when it come on to Latibody and the coach. Me tell you, say Latibody will be the first man for the match, for the team sheet, He might the first man for the coach.
But why they keep going back to Latibody though?
Because him rate him, man. I tell you, say the coach have a soft spot for Lati, man. We out here and talk about it, The coach not pay with no mind. Just take the levels every time when Lati in the team. Just check it. If him not even play, him going to play a part in the game. And from Isaac not there, and him more put in there. I him more put in there, man. It is surprising if you know. It's surprised to me if him not play. It's surprised to me if him not play.
But Latty's coming back off injury, you know, Fisherman as well, and haven't played all season for Coventry.
Well, as me tell you, I study the coach and I realize that the coach is a man who rate Latty. He talk about Latty a lot. He talk about Latty a lot. So that's why I know say now let him more time starting 11. You know? As me say, my prediction with the team, I call it 2-1 for in.
Before you get into the game, you feel say if Jamaica win these 2 games and qualify, don't you think Jamaica should not invite Mason Greenwood again to play for us?
No, but I said that already. But I was listening to Speed last night and I was surprised. I thought Speed would be one of the person, or maybe him just attack. So still, me don't know. Me just have a feeling saying just attack. That's still.
Wait, what was he saying?
Him say I could have the last minute for the team pick. The last and him available. Him a pick him if I him have the talk to pick him, I pick him.
Wow.
Yeah, man, last night I was so shocked when I hear him say that. When I hear him say that, boy, I speechless and I still don't watch it.
I don't think Mason Greenwood, if he's not here after them 2 games, my brother, I don't think Mason Greenwood, we should just leave him. I don't think he should play for Jamaica, ever.
But as me say still, me not cause him say nah, him still look out if he play for England, you know. As me tell you, me not cause none of any player will say they want to play.
You know, guess what? I watch a little interview with him. Like they did this is a quick fire thing with Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood, you think you're smart, you know. You want to play for England. You think you're smart. They asked him about like his favorite players and some matchups. And if you hear the players them when him call, him kind of call out some players' name for kind of make them players they know say him rate them who kind of have a say in the England team.
For the England team, the England player they might call out.
Yeah, him think him slick, you know. That boy they think him slick, you know.
But that's what I'm telling you. I tell you, say him still, all our people are saying, him still have hope to play for England and even when they said it last night, Speed almost said it last night. Say him still having hope to play for England. Him still have hope to play for England. So all people are say, boy, him a turn down Jamaica and Ray and him a use it. At the end of the day, as me say, that was him boy, maybe a boy would dream that we play for him country. And people always make this thing I talk about these players, somebody like Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood not love for Jamaica, man. People always come up with them things because they don't like when people talk so they play at them. A man like Mason Greenwood, I don't think I ever hear anything said Mason Greenwood ever land in a Jamaica yet. They know when in a Jamaica. The man have nothing to do with Jamaica, sir. The man have no ties to Jamaica. People just saying can't play for Jamaica. Him have ties by grandmother or whatsoever, and then start say boy and can't play for Jamaica. Mason Green is not have no feelings or nothing. Just like when Tridini, when them they call up Tridini, and Tridini say, look here, me not no ties to Jamaica, you know. Me don't know nothing about the country, you know. Me don't know nothing. Me not go play for Jamaica because me don't know nothing about Jamaica. Give somebody else to him now come. It's just like that. Mason Green not come out and say. But that him show people them say, you know, really have no ties with Jamaica, you know. And we who out here look and see him can play.
You know why Mason Greenwood got the Jamaican passport? Mason Greenwood got the Jamaican passport because what the club did was it free up another spot in his team for another European player can go in the team because he's not considered a European player anymore playing for his club. He's considered a Jamaican player. No, remember me do a video upon that the same time I see the article. I did a video upon that. The video is on my channel, people. I read out the article to you guys and broke it down. What Mason Greenwood club did was they got him the Jamaican passport so he can free up a spot to get another European player into the club. Because Mason Greenwood is playing in France as a Jamaican international, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying another guy was there in the same team and do the same thing too, you know.
Yeah,
but he must move and go now, must Italy now or something like
that. It's
that.
a normal thing.
Them say him do the same thing and him not really want to play for Jamaica. Him just get the passport. If you do the same thing like where you say the club want to free up a spot for another player. So at the end of the day, you have some of these players, them just definitely don't want to play for Jamaica. Them don't want to play. You know? And when you talk, you have some people not like when you say it. You know, but at the fact truth, Mason Greenwood don't want to play. Mason Greenwood don't want to play and see. We on the verge to qualify for World Cup. You think him won't come? Him don't want to play, man. Him don't want to play.
No.
And it don't surprise me. It don't surprise me even after we qualify. Him turn up neither. It don't surprise me.
I don't think he's because Mason Greenwood is a youth who turned down a call up for England. I saw Mason Greenwood turn down call up for England, so I don't know why I'm going to take a call up for Jamaica.
You know, I didn't not cuss him. The only part me cuss them is if them go play and then them run them and not give them no game and then turn and say, all right, then me I come play for Jamaica when me reach 30 or that time now me say me start lick up, me start go at them. But at the moment me not really go at him because as me say, I'm country, I this him born, I this him know, him don't know a doggone thing about Jamaica. That way might somebody neither I'm parents, if what them say I'm grandparents, them say I'm have linked for Jamaica. And so?
Yeah, him mother, father, so him grandfather, right?
So maybe them never talk to him in a household about Jamaica. Maybe how him grew up, them never discuss the boy, so them have ties to Jamaica and all of those things. Them go them talk about it.
Because his dad is white.
Because him look like a person who grew up a certain way. Yeah, the way
he's an academy kid, man. Them kid they and listen, I believe that even that's why he behaved like that with his girlfriend. It's because he lacked the social skills. Because those kids just grew up football, Manchester United, you're on a pedestal. You know what I mean? So the world, when they come back into the real world, he doesn't really know if he function. I think that's why he operated like that even with his girlfriend.
Yeah, man. So at the end of the day, me as I say, me not cuss him out. Go and play for your country, and they say you're born, and they say you grew up. So me not have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it. But at the end of the day, tonight match, my prediction, 2-1. And if it's not that, I want a draw. But if me get beaten still enough, listen to me, if the side get beaten, I don't surprise. If them get beaten, I'm not going to be surprised.
Right? All right. So you see, people, I'm not the only person who's looking at the game that way. This Jamaica team can be beat.
No, but JT, if any man to true to themselves and watch the Jamaica and watch the team, we all know the team is inconsistent and we will go there and lose. Is the fact true?
This is Fisherman. That's why we love talk football with man like you. Because me and you plan to agree every day. But when we agree, it's going to be on some points where a lot of people don't want to hear it.
That is a fact true. If you're watching the team, I'm a Jamaican, more than one, we win every game we go in. Every game. But come and put on you, take off your Jamaican hat now and you analyze the thing. Fear. Jamaica, if them go down there and lose, it's not going to surprise me. I'm not going to be surprised. If when we come back now, if we toughen up back ourselves and the race and match them where we just beat the two teams where we have a player we had and the one match where we don't have a way, we just win them. And then we go and see them way. But if we lose over Curaçao, I'm not going to be surprised.
No.
I'm not going to be surprised. You know?
Yeah.
So, as I said, I don't know.
And you're taking into consideration home court advantage, a sold out stadium.
What you mean? Them go and play upon a turf where them don't used to, where it's not for them don't like to play. And them going to play with a full stadium, with the stadium, they right down on the people, them right down on the field, almost down on the field. And I make nice in them ears. No, you know, we don't like to hold the ball as we get the ball at.
Me know say Dean Fraser them now I hear them there's something they say Jamaica go lose tonight, you know, man.
That's why that's why me call no car Fisherman company line on a flip-flop.
Here I know.
And that's why me call it, you know, me just come out of show and say me not call it, but 2 million chatting flip-flop. Me have to call before time because the other day with that talk. And I said this match the most important match in Galang with in hand ticks. He's a flip-flop.
What me Galang with? You said it's the most. You see me? Are you say are the most important match? I mean say no. If we even lose it, we can come back home and win and go through. I mean say that you know. So yes, if you me a flip flop.
No, fisherman. Me no want you mention not going to lose out of your mouth tonight. Not me no want you mention about lose.
That is the thing with JT show. That is the thing with JT show. You know that's why I respect JT show because I can come here and put my opinion across the board. And if you want to listen, you don't listen. That is it.
I'm glad for JT show to the same thing you do too.
Because if me come here, I'm telling you, I'm a Jamaican, would I like to see the team win. But if me take off my Jamaican hat and me analyze the game, we can lose the damn game. So what you talking about?
So Dean Fraser, why you say we can't lose the game?
I never say we can't lose the game. I say fisherman is a flip-flop because the other day was behaving as if this is soup. So we're not supposed to lose this. We have no chance. We harder to lose more to win.
Yeah?
Harder to lose.
And that fisherman did I say?
He might flip-flop now because nobody talks the other evening.
When me that tell us say we have to win the game, and I say are the most important game this.
Yes, and that's still the most important game, but be surprised if we lose now.
And I said, if we lose the game and we come back home and win with 2 games at home and win the other match, we go on a World Cup semi. You know that me say. So you mean me a flip flop?
We can't get World Cup. We can't get World Cup between now and tonight to choose. You know? But if we win tonight, if we win tonight and then win against Bermuda and then Trinidad and Curaçao draw, you know, so we're gonna World Cup.
Yeah, man, we don't know all of that. I know you alone know that, sir. Me know that, you know. I know you alone know that. But the fact still remain, we can't go down there and lose. So what happened? We are making it seem like say Jamaica alone on the field. And them just come there, come stand up and we just go there kick the ball.
All right. Fisherman, let me ask Dean Fraser. Because Dean Fraser, like how you see on the Trinidad fans, them go at it one night. And you tell them, say them country is not a footballing country. How do you see Curaçao? Because you know, say, the result between we and them split, you know, even though they're a smaller nation. How you see them as a team and how you see this thing shaping up?
JT, let me tell you. You see Curaçao, right now, my opinion, Curaçao take this football thing even serious more than we Jamaica. I tell you that, you know.
Okay.
To be honest, you know. Because right now, I look for Curaçao team. When I look for Curaçao go for the best player them. You understand? Because everybody see it as an opportunity to go to the World Cup. And them go for the best player. And them have a good team. And they have a good coach. Okay. And Curaçao football now based on football politics like how we want to based on football politics. So, them in a good place.
Okay.
You understand?
So hold on. All I want to come up with is football politics.
Me know that a part of it, man. Me know that.
Man. Because the chat too much nonsense. You go for Mason Greenwood. You say the man them go for them best player. Mason Greenwood is one of the best players where Jamaica go for. And him now want to come. What you expect? What do you do with them? Let them do.
So true Jamaica go for Mason Greenwood. And second John Jamaica enough at the same time.
But Lord have mercy. So no we are qualified and no we are playing to qualify.
So all right, I know you're your friend. Them say a soup group. So we don't need Mason Greenwood for qualify. I know your friend. Them say
man, stop that the football game. So talk about we say a soup, but we don't need Mason Greenwood. You just say the man them are politics. You say the man them are go for them best player. That means we're not trying to get our best player. Listen. When I use the word politics, I'm not talking about going for Mason Greenwood or Rico Henry or whosoever. In that when we say politics, we mean politics with some player now where they put in the team, like Carl Hangling. We're Hangling are doing the team right now. What do you mean where man are doing that team? And Tyrese all they could have come in the team. Big man, every time when you come up with a new player, you think every player will make it? You think it's every player going to make it? You was listening to Speed last night, so them talk to some of them and some of them say them don't ready yet. You was listening to Speed last night. So you believe everything what Speed say? Well, me more believe Speed more than only we have speculate.
Yes, Speed are your friend. Speed are your friend.
Yes, man, yes.
Speed.
You want to believe, Uno. You want to believe Uno we are speculating, you know. Because each time when them say them talk to Greenwood, and the man say not ready, Uno say, Uno no believe. Uno no believe.
Remember say no. At JFF, and government look for Mason Greenwood papers, you know. Rico Henry come here and look for him himself. So look into that.
Here, man. At the end of the day, you're not going to get every player we want. Because every day you come on a program, you have a different player we go find out. Every player different. Me see player we all play for England now. Me here I say Gibbs White. Every time me hear man come up on the program, I say Gibbs White. Gibbs White ready.
Play for Jamaica. Look how long Gibbs White can play for Jamaica. Look how long Gibbs White can play for Jamaica.
But I hear man from up to a couple of weeks ago, me hear man talk about Gibbs White.
Gibbs White. Then the man not follow the football. So they don't know where I go. They don't go contact because they don't know where I go. They not follow the football.
Every time when you come up with somebody where you hear say can play for England and play for Jamaica, and ask if they not go for them. How much man go for the team?
I want to just like how you tell me, say, if me hear Mr. Speeds last night, you hear Mr. Speeds, let me ask you the same question. You hear Mr. Speeds last night, if I even the last day before the World Cup, the best player in the World Cup, if I any win England, I win, then them are coming that team.
You don't tell JT that already. I still news you.
No, I tell you no, because you tell me if me hear Mr. Speeds, I make sure you hear that too.
You don't tell JT that already. So we still news that.
Okay.
You're late.
So you're saying the politics, when you say the politics, what do you mean, Dean Fraser, like the politics? Like, so if you say politics make angling in the team?
All right. JT, me not talk about the politics angling, you know. But at the same time, players out there were better than angling, play at a higher level in the team. Right?
At the same position, Angling
play football, so you can't in the team. Me see player in the team right now when I kick a ball, and in the team I find some other player. Everything you talk about say Ravel now play the football, and I see Damien alone in the team and I kick a football. I can't do a lot of
ball. Oh, you talk, so man.
But I told
you talk, so.
But I told.
I mean, told, Mr. Man. And Damien just played too much in Jamaica.
Club in my talk.
And when he played too much in Jamaica, when he played football, when he played too much in Jamaica, you know what? Was he playing in football? No.
Look here. When Low was coming off an injury. When him leave when him played that last match for Jamaica, I don't think he played the other match. Kind of injured. And he was coming off an injury.
And when you come off, when a player get injured and I come off an injury, what is the best thing for the player? Not to get fit and get some game and then belt for the club before they come in.
So Damien look like a person unfit to you when him come play for the side the last.
Only two bias man, only bad for only very bad for the football in Jamaica. We can't tell you that.
Oh, so you want a Ravel? You want him call Ravel?
Ravel signed today. No, Ravel signed today. So you see what you're gonna say. Yeah, your friend them.
So two Ravel
signed today.
Every day you get up with Ravel. Like Ravel is this messiah don't come take Jamaica football nowhere. He never do it before and he never do it again.
Who are better? Who are better?
You are the man. Just like how you glad that you know why we going out with you, you know. Because you just talk about angling of politics while angling in the team. You don't want to see the local man play in the team, you know. You don't want to see the local man play out in the team. Every year you pan cranky show when night, you know. I hear you pan cranky show when night, you know. Every time you listen, you know.
Allah tell for me, man. Come never call cranky show. Allah you tell for me. You accuse me now, man.
No local.
You accuse me now, man. Me never call cranky show. You accuse me now.
Every time you hear you talk,
every time
you hear you talk, me figure you out. You know what here? You know what?
No, but Fisherman, to be fair, I think I show you the first time. One time,
a JT show me call and this no I second time.
Yeah, when you did dip on it with him when I is
me never call for no other show.
And I beg Dean Fraser them.
And I went in that give some ticket for that match when I time.
After you talk on the show with you don't call back no more show.
Me say JT show, bro.
Alright. If me a judge you wrong freely, me sorry. If I know you, but you see at the same line of argument near a person like you attack tonight. Same way you turn the argument. That's why I thought it was.
We could have said the same thing to can you talk, you have enough of them on the talk, just like how you talk, just the same
If it's not you, I'm sorry. But listen you. Just listening you don't want no local base player on the team. You don't want none.
If
None
they're
you know
good
what?
enough, if they're good enough,
None you know.
if they're good enough.
And you are the judge. And you are the judge. We say not good enough.
Me say,
You
that's
is the
what me say,
judge.
if they're good enough. And if,
But
and,
that you
and
are
if I
judge.
overseas player, if they're good enough, just the same.
Make we break it down now, Fisherman. Like in this current team, Dean Fraser, who you feel say kind of in there where shouldn't really be there? Or if you could have changed.
All right, just say if me have to pick a team, JT, if me have to pick a team right, let's pick a squad right now. I'm picking like we're supposed to pick. Me never do pick Latibo there. Right? Me never do pick Latibo there. Me never do pick them. Yeah, you have to pick them and look kind of play in the last game then, for instance. Then. But and if you pick like a moon pick them and we will put Latibo there. Moon pick all get neither. Neither always get 1 year minute and 1 minute in club. Moon pick him neither.
Because but Fisherman,
yes,
based on where Dean
I would have picked Pinnock because Pinnock played the week before.
and let's look
If
at
Pinnock play one game, you're not playing. If Pinnock play a game, one game, you're not playing.
He play 80 minutes a week before. Latibody not playing none at all. Latibody not playing none at all.
And he did injury too.
And he did injury also, and he still play over Damian Lowe, and he still play over Latibody. He cannot not play none.
So who you da pick? All right, you don't pick them man there. Name the man them. The man ask you who you da pick then.
Who will that pick?
Right.
All right. Who will that pick? But that's the problem we have because we don't have a big wider centre back, a defensive pool, and that's the thing. So that's why you see some player I either get picked and another say go. You understand?
No, but you are name out who you don't pick.
West Harding could I get picked, you know?
Listen, Dean Fraser, they say you lose, you run off, you carry off a road in a man. Me no want to see
JT, if we talk about people who get game, if you get game more than people now get none at all.
Where's Harding?
So,
Where's Harding?
It's not like West Harding I get a lot of game, but at least I get game and people in that team when I get none at all.
Okay. See,
a man whenever in the team from this coach, from the last two coach come here, all of a sudden, I will reach to this stage, you just go for him and carry him complete.
Fisherman, how many years come on the phone and ball say, I'm ball for Daniel Johnson to come in that team. How many years ball for Daniel Johnson to come in that team? We are playing good in that Turkey. Every match in play.
Daniel Johnson play for Daniel Johnson play for Jamaica from Anna Theodore Whitmore Paul.
That's another point. But me I talk about now. People who are perform now. Why you not ball for them to just see?
Hold on.
Like so when I ball for Dix now, you ball for Dix now, you ball for you ball for them and them. When I ball for Daniel Johnson, we are playing at a higher level just the same.
All right. You tell me say already, say from you win. Are you the same? You are the same person say from you win World Cup. You win something, you're better than a man when you win nothing. Are you say it, don't it?
Yeah, that foolishness and none Fisherman.
I mean, me chat foolishness. You tell me, you is the person who tell me, and JT show with it. Say from you win.
people, hit the like button on the show, people. We almost have 300 people and we only have 100 likes. People, let's get the show up to 200 likes on the show, people. Come on, we're not here telling it. It's football. It's Jamaica versus Curaçao. It's game night. The squad is out in 2 hours, people. Come on, what are we doing here, folks? What are we doing here? We only have 100 likes on this show and we have 300 people to watch. Like, it's a joke. It's a joke. Come on, bro. Come on, people. People are asking me from morning, JT, when you're going live, and no, nobody don't want to hit the like button. It's crazy. Come on, man. You guys have to hit the like button, man.
Come back again with the same, almost the same thing. You're talking.
So which one? So Otta is them one big baller. Them one big big baller we play in Israel. We know. Tell me.
That is mercy.
Just them one. Them one world beat we play in Israel. We play in Israel. Them one world beat we play in Israel. Just tell me one. No.
You know, Ben, you know, you used to play for Israel. Come from where you used to play for Arsenal.
Them one world beat we are playing in Israel currently. That we are talking about. Them one world beat we are playing in Israel, brother.
Them and Arsenal a big side and Ben will come play for Arsenal. Eh?
Stop talk foolishness, yeah, man.
If you stop talk foolishness, you have to talk foolishness, man, because that is your thing. From a ball I play overseas, worse in England in better than anybody else. And they play in any other country, they don't play the
let me tell you plain straight. Not JPL ball and not tear on the dwarf in a team was on look at you to say right now I play in England. Not JPL play and not tear on the dwarf.
One of that say same thing and Warner Brown can lock on them out. Warner Brown come lock on them out.
Tell me what Warner Brown do more than. Tell me what right now if you think to pick right now when everybody fit. Warner Brown can't make it forward line.
You think I try to tell you? That's why I tell you. Said that is how you judge football. You don't just football is how you the field.
Every forward fit.
No, but Fisherman.
Warner Brown is better than Kanamachi. Warner Brown is better than Antonio. So if you forward line, you pick Warner Brown can't make this side. You know better than Bowser. He can't make this side. So you tap your foolish brother.
So what is Burrell do for Jamaica that's him better than Warner Brown?
In playing at a higher level.
That me I try to tell you that
Animal score goal.
I say him play at a higher level, so for him play at a higher level, he must go perform better for the national team. I know so it go. Every team want them best player, brother. And every team want them best player, brother. One better than one.
But Fisherman. All right, so this is what we have to keep into consideration. Because remember, say me is a man with back Warner Brown and me back players. But you see, football is a dynamic sport where things constantly are changed based on form and where you're there. You see, the fact say also Warner Brown made the move there to Mount Pleasant, I think it was a bad move. To me, personally. I don't know what his handlers think. No.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the reason why.
The reason why Warner Brown made that move there, see? The reason why Warner Brown made that move there. Insecure when he go overseas, he now make the team kind of get the side overseas. That's why I run guard.
Because he failed overseas before. I think that maybe some insecurities
and
there.
He failed overseas before, and if he say if he go overseas now, he now gonna make the team, and he now can make the Reggae Boyz team. That's why I run guard Mount Pleasant, and everybody know that.
Well, at the end of the day, me, I don't know the reason why he take up the Mount Pleasant contract. I don't know.
Bad move,
but at the end of the
bad
day,
move.
Warner Brown play for the national team. And him go on the national team and him do what he's supposed to do.
He might go struggle if he get back in the squad doing no Fisherman. He might go struggle if he get back in the team. No, me mean even after him fit, he might go struggle if he get back.
I don't say if he come back, he not go struggle. I don't say now go struggle if he get back in the team, you know. But if him never injured, Warner Brown would be still in the team right now.
Facts. That's true.
And him coming at the team, and when people like this man did attack, say them JPL man can't manage it, him come in, they can score. How much goal in score? 50 period of time, I mean, what? 5 goal? 5?
Who Warner Brown play against, brother? Who Warner Brown play against? Who he play against? Who
Anthony play against? Who Anthony play against? How much goal in score?
All of the big team them na Concacaf. Anthony play against all of the big team them na Concacaf. Anthony score against USA. He score against El Salvador. He score against Honduras. What Warner Brown score against?
He play against small team. He play against small team. He play against small team.
St. Vincent, then that big team, brother.
And me ask you again.
I ask you who Anthony play against. Me say Anthony score against USA. Anthony score against USA, El Salvador, Honduras. So we are taxing.
You play who them put in front of you. Antonio plays for Jamaica. Anthony plays scored 5 goals for Jamaica. Anthony scored 5 goals for Jamaica. He is no better than Warner Brown because you put him on the field to score goal. That is what you pick a striker for.
Yeah, flip-flop, man. You can't put Warner Brown in Anthony's shoes, brother. You can't flip-flop.
We can't put him in his shoes to play for Jamaica. Jamaica, me talk about in a business boy what him do for West Ham, you know. Me talking about where do for
you go ball, cause Mr. Speed tell last night say, man I go ball and I so it go because I carry the best player in the World Cup.
But big man, attack with us there so attack, you know. We there so attack, you know. We can't do nothing. We cannot do business who we can make the coach pick who him no want pick. And no found no ball too. Because some player want to think go in side where you want in and not go in the either. You think you go in there?
The man said the best player they go. I mean, know JFF now reach World Cup and gamble because and gamble because JFF want money in their pocket and every round you got the money enough.
The thing is, the thing is, you know.
Fisherman. Today a match day. This long join out back and forth. It not sound good right now.
Then if you come in, because there's some people right now. Hey, big man, if you come stay your piece. We have to talk to one another. All you have to do come say your piece.
Fisherman, how would this Fisherman? He said good evening, how would this ya?
I don't know. What do you do with him? You don't come to your thing, man?
Look at from mute. Make him doing thing. Make him from mute. Make him doing thing.
Yeah, God bless. We not even hear you properly, brother. You sound weird on one place. You have to get closer to the. Yeah.
Yo, a soup.
Yeah.
Tree love, a soup. Don't worry, a soup.
Okay.
Tree love.
Okay. So you know, consider not the matchups and the home field advantage. You just soup your see it as.
Soup. There's no matchup. Soup.
No man, you can't just soup on the ball game. So just soup. You watch World
Soup.
chasing
There's
too
no
much.
matchup. Me tell you say soup is there's no matchup. Soup. That's it.
Yo.
Straight across. Soup.
So what happened if
Soup.
so you know see there's no possibility that Jamaica can lose this game.
Unless we get 3 red cards. That's the possibility. Soup.
It's a 3 red card.
Yeah, that's on the way. 3 red cards. Soup.
So you think we team is that good?
Yeah, man, we're that good. Trust me. We're that good.
Whoa.
J. Taylor, I be a young as out there run pan them. Soup. Trust me.
Jesus Christ. Fisherman, Dean Fraser, what have you say to Jobless? He must say a soup. Up on the mic, man. To one can just disappear. So come on the panel. What's happening? Wanna say Fisherman, Dean Fraser. On the mic muted. You agree with Jobless? Him just say soup.
Yes, he's soup argument, JT. Me no want to be a part of his soup argument. Because you see soup narrative, crap.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be a part of that. That's a crap, man. And it day everybody got there for the same purpose. So I don't need a soup argument.
Yeah, me can't sign up for your soup in a Jobless. Me know say soup probably cook good, but me not drink it. Because a football, like football, me just a Jamaica again too. You know that Jobless, a Jamaica again. Again.
Yeah, man, we all know. But we all know that.
You know what I'm in Africa. You know it's a Nigeria and make the World Cup. You know see team we make the World Cup Benin. Listen that there.
And Cape Verde.
And Cape Verde. Look at them there. But they never even count them the team there. So me don't not with the super argument, brother.
Yo, don't come fret down my team. Don't come fret down my team. A soup.
Yo, because myself trying so. Yeah, because me I love to feel so confident. Cause remember I said me did feel so before the World Cup, we didn't even make the first round. So me stop. Me can't go soup with Jamaica again, brother. Me have to just see how we start the game. Me expect a big game from Ronaldo Cephas tonight, though.
J. Taylor. Me don't know if you don't recognize the 2 wingers they when I run back. They might have on the field. Soup.
Why you see what? So is it that Jamaica is that good or Curaçao is that bad? Why you just see a soup?
Me say, I don't know if you recognize Jamaica 2 regular starter winger them's not there. It is soup. Them not run back. It is soup.
Yeah, me hear you where I say soup. You know, say a soup for dinner today, but me say, is it that
Reggae, Leon Bailey, they are not on the team. They not run back. It is soup.
So that's why you feel that if that is those 2 players not being there is where you feel like Jamaica have the edge.
Of course. We are player with 8 man out there in the middle of the park. No, we are playing with 10 now. It's soup.
Oh, wow.
Run pan them. Brown man.
Well, the fans in the comment section seem to agree with you. Some people do say, JT, make sure you have your Advil and pan hand tonight, you know? That's what Bala Kicker say. He doesn't expect this thing to be soup. Soup, we wanna say Jamaica have to use pressure cooker for that one, yeah. Boy, yeah, that's how I feel, brother.
J. Taylor.
Yeah.
You know them open up, like when they open up on Bermuda, a 7 them I get. If them come
Them
out
not
with
go play with like
Bermuda,
that. Them not go play with
Eh?
like that. Them not go play with like how them play
they
Bermuda.
can't play with like that. They can't play with like that. A 7 them ever get if them do that. Soup. A soup. Trust me. That's soup.
I say a goat soup.
Yeah, man.
It's just, but guess why now? You remember when
Full of pumpkin, well rich. Soup.
you know why I'm very cautious with that game at all? When the group were drawn, this was the game where everybody pinpoint as the potential,
Exactly.
the trip up game.
It's a scary tactics. It's a soup. Trinidad is the problem in this group. Everybody, I look on Curaçao like they are the threat. They are not the threat. It's Trinidad is the threat. This is soup. Soup, J. Taylor. It's a scary tactics. A soup. Trinidad is the team to fear, not this Curaçao team. Soup.
My God. I would love to feel that way there, brother. I love to feel that way there, but may have to just be. So what's your?
We played the hardest match already. Trinidad, 2-0. That was a hard fighting 2-0 win. That was the game. Soup.
Garfield, you agree with Jobless with this soup thing? Garfield, you have something playing in the background. You have something playing in the back. Garfield, you have something playing in the back. Okay, now here. Garfield, you have the thing playing in the back.
Yeah, Brazil. You have to on JP.
They like you watch it on the next device.
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Me not hear you, Brazil.
Okay, but we're hearing you. You hear me now?
Yeah,
I
yo.
hear you. You hear me?
Yo.
No, you have to jump and forward back. We're not hearing Garfield. Let's
You can't hear you.
Yeah, we're not hearing you, bro. We're not hearing Garfield there. So I think Garfield will have to jump and forward back. Jamaica giving Curaçao 3
J.
piece.
Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah, we are hear you. Go ahead. We are hear you. Jobless, we are hear you. Yeah, go ahead first, responder. Go ahead.
Yo.
I hear you now.
That sound like which podcast?
J.
Me know say JT, man. Me know say JT. JT, but the thing is, what catch me off guard is that me I listen to you, you know, and your talk say you now get too hype because you did hype for the World Cup and it bring you down to earth, so you're just a cruiser now. But good evening to you and your listeners anyway.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Evening.
Yeah, we are listening to you now. We are listening to you.
So I was, you know, it just happened that I was on an artificial turf about 3 days ago. And let me tell you something. If Curaçao have anything like that, it's a dream to play on. When you drop, burn your skin, when you run on it, twist your foot, if you feel like you run on a track, and the track adjacent to the turf was new also. So we say, you know what, let me see what a brand new track feel like. And it almost feel like the turf, like the turf had rubber under it, Papa.
Yeah.
So me no sorry for nobody who have played for the turf.
Yeah, man. After first responder, Garfield, I'm gonna give you some insight on it.
Days ago in Mount Vernon.
Oh,
anyone who passed through Mount, actually in Mount Vernon, Taxi Lawrence play for that club there in Mount Vernon right now. So him now worries him going to get injured because it's just a beautiful field. So that is what I was calling to input and said, don't worry about the guys who playing on the turf because them would have vetted already, man. They would have vetted already. If it wasn't of good quality, here's what I would do. The older guys, the guys coming off injury, I would not play them. Would I play Kira Anderson and them younger guys who can adapt to roughness a lot more. But I'm not worried about anybody who was injured and who not getting playing time to play on that surface. It's a good better than any surface that you have in Jamaica right now. And we're going right back to the stadium field. Oh, them not water, them not rolling it. That more forgive you an injury more than where they're playing on tonight. So anybody who have any input can just chime in and challenge that fact.
Carla.
You know, so that is my input, if that's what you call me for.
Yeah.
You're right, Carla. They have different level of turf surface. Different levels.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. The one tonight is a set.
Wait, the first responder, hear no one another.
In Mount Vernon, would be of less quality than the Curaçao.
Yo, Una hear me?
Turf in Curaçao.
Yeah.
Una hear me?
Yeah, I hear that Curaçao one is a good quality one.
Yeah, man. So if let me tell you, if it's of any better quality than the one in a Mount Vernon, New York, me now worry about what them a play upon tonight. It's a good surface. It's a surface that if you drop that, if Jamaica didn't have that, everybody would be happy. You'd have played all of the. You remember when the Red Stripe? You remember the year when during COVID, when they played on the AstroTurf mostly by the Horace Burrell Center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You remember? I don't know how much of a quality that is, but the quality.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, Jamaica one is not a good quality. That one is not a good.
Yeah, the ball was heavy on it.
The one that you have to water it, you have to wet it. And when you drop on it, when your skin, you can get a cherry. When you slide on that one.
Yeah.
But if we had more of that and even of a better quality, the football would have been it would have been more easy on the eyes, because that year in the JPL, the quality of football was very good.
Yeah, I watch a lot of the games
by
too.
the Horace Burrell Center.
I watch a lot of the games.
Yeah, but the ball of them that bruise up them two on them and
me know that.
But you're right still. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right differently.
I mean, let me tell you, you see them turf, the one I talk about, me actually carry me like a 11-year-old for a tryout. And at that time, I realized how nice the turf was. Nothing harsh on the top like when because me play upon some other ones will deteriorate even up here. And you can see some little blacky when you drop on that.
The rubber, man, the rubber.
Like so boy, it done. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So me know what me talk about. Me tell you, say, if it is anything like the one what me seen at Mount Vernon a couple of years ago, me sign off on it.
A soup, man. A soup.
Let me tell you something. At first, many things say Antonio, when him here say a turf, him go play upon, maybe say, boy, you know what, me have a little injury, me can't come. Because I wouldn't recommend him playing.
But how Antonio for injury and him not have no club?
But when me see what turf could be, me say, well, if it is of good quality, anybody can play upon it. And without getting we don't worry so them are going to cut up their foot or being injured. It's better than the grass. It's softer than the grass, it's more spongy. Like somebody said, it look like you can't even run fast upon it. Of course, the ball are going to drop and shoot more, but me don't worry about being injured on that surface when it's a good surface. So, go on, Reggae Boyz, go run upon it. So everything good.
All right, then first responder.
Yeah, all right. But we go on this. Yeah, man, keep it up. And you see, how me not quarrel with nobody, me not bring up no story pound this evening without controversy. But we just go and watch the match and make some nice and qualify.
All right. Make we bring in Garfield. Go ahead, Garfield. You hear now?
Brother, thank you.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Bless up.
Yeah. Can you hear us now, Garfield? Come on, Garfield can't hear.
Who next?
Yeah, him not here. I don't know.
You think now work, right, Bridget? Like, me not hear it, right?
Yeah, but we are here, everybody else, so it's...
We not here, right?
Yeah.
Like, me not hear it, like, we can't hear the people in upon the, I just, you alone me not hear, me not hear all the people that talk, like...
They mute.
Are you where we pan for talk?
Okay.
Yeah, go on, talk, man. Go on. Give your take.
Yeah.
I mean, my take personally, me feel like as a unit, as a country, as a diaspora, we have to just have confidence in our team. You see me? Like we feel like
Yeah.
for have 6 points. You see me now the first two games. That's a big accomplishment. If you look on the table of body of work from everybody, even if you look on the table from other pool, we sit the best right now with 2 games, 6 points, and that's a blessing. And right now in a
Yeah.
position where one more win and you can't just say we're gone through. So we can't really look on the negative thing, because if we did it on the other trend with 0 points and isn't me, it'll look bad for us. So we have to just look on it on the negative thing, brethren. Like
Yeah.
6 points, brethren, and we're up. And one and tonight, like I said, tonight is a game where we should win. Now it's a game that we are going to win, but we should win. And we got the 9 points, brethren. That's a blessing. The country should be proud. YouTubers should be proud. Everybody should be proud. 6 points, brethren. If you look on it all the way around, we sit on the top of every group, comfortable right now. So we can't be negative about it. Yes, we can put it intake and say what we need to say. Yes, and try to dissect the thing, brethren. But 6 points, brethren, what if people wouldn't even say, yo, at that? Cause if you really look on it from the beginning, everybody has say, yo, all the team this and all the team that and this and that, and I give them the input. Yes, which they should, but right now, brethren, we team look comfortable, brethren, and we are into
Jamaica,
and the thing with me,
Jamaica the only team, 1 second there.
exactly.
Jamaica the
Jamaica the
only
only
team that
team,
win 2
brethren.
games out of
Exactly,
all the
brethren.
group.
Exactly. And if we really look on the team right now, brethren, we're team young, and we are interject even more young player, which is sure that we are grow to the next generation. We are interject the younger youth in the team slowly but surely. So when the older generation come up, we have the younger youth with them amongst the older on them now. We can take over. Brother, the team look. If you look on the body I work, brother, the team a look good, brethren. I love what them a do. They might even bring in Whisper as a younger you. Normally, they may bring an older player like that, Daniel Johnson.
Yeah, we
But
don't
they might
want too
bring
much more
Whisper,
old
who
man
is
in
a
our
younger
side.
youth
But me
and
say
take
that, you
over
know.
the,
Me say that.
take
We,
over the
we don't need
driving
no much
seat
old
when
man
other
in
man
our
they
side,
move
brother.
on. Yeah, you have to just love the body I work where I go on, Bridget. I'm gonna love it. Them not bringing the
Yeah,
old
man.
up youth in the team. They might bringing the young youth, even the youth from New York. The brother they need. When we feel like Jamaica, we need really need for them. Yes, we are calling the younger youth them, but we need to capitalize them, make them feel comfortable. You see me? When they call him in, yes, they call him about amongst the group. Yes, you call him, but sometimes you have the man them sip on the bench. Put the man them in the game now in a
Man,
certain
get a 10
situation.
minutes tonight, man.
Yeah, put the man
Man,
them in
get
the
a 10
game, make the
minutes
man them
tonight.
feel. Cause even my boy there, Campbell, with amongst the Gold Cups, I'm see the man them. You see me? I'm gonna say, yo, even against Costa Rica, we would get blew out. You see me? Put the man in the team and make him go play. Enough have the man on the bench. My love will see like
Yeah,
no.
man.
Him have the money in the team now. I feel like him
Yeah, man.
film spot solid. Him a film spot that.
Yeah, man.
Even Liam
Steve
Bailey come
McLaren
back
get
play.
a real jerk
Yeah,
up still, man. Yeah, man. See a
yeah.
World Cup
So
there? I'm glad it happening, for jerk him up,
yeah, yeah. Cause we him up big time. I'ma feel like no, we can't say rare. We are interject the younger youth in the team. Or if we really put on our team, to our team are probably one of the youngest team in the World Cup qualifying right now. And you have to love
Yo,
that.
me I tell you, say, you see that World Cup there? The best thing happened to it, that
Yeah,
World
yeah,
Cup there.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So
You see, you see
I,
that, you see them result like World Cup? It
yeah,
prepare for that World Cup, yeah.
yeah. I
Trust
mean,
me, me
right now,
like how the
brother,
result go in the World Cup.
definitely,
Cause
Bridget.
trust me, cause them they are living a dream world.
But not only that too, it make the players them have to hold themselves accountable and say, yo, me need to look into myself and me need to step my game up. Me need to step my game up.
Exactly.
Not everything is guaranteed. And me have to looking at myself say, you can't point nothing up on the coach. And me have to work. Bridget, I got the game, Bridget. I got the game in Austin, Bridget. And my team, my tell you, the team couldn't press. The team couldn't do nothing, Bridget. So I love the fact that the young youth them I get interjected on the team and the system at work, Bridget. So right now, we just gotta win that game, yeah, and we're gonna just have a nice good period next week and win that game that again. I will gone through. So now no more negative to say, Bridget, because right now the negative energy not there. Right now more positive because me I tell you what, Trinidad would have loved to be in a situation we're in right now. Other country would have loved to be in a situation with it right now. Even as bad as
Exactly.
Costa Rica would have loved to be in a situation with it right now, Bridget. So
Yeah.
now nothing but
3 game,
positive to
3
say,
draw,
Bridget.
Costa
Yeah.
Rica. 3 game, 3 draw. Next caller.
Costa Rica rank higher than we.
Exactly. Next caller.
Trucking boss. Come like him and them now hear me. I don't know.
Yeah, drive. Look, one of the winner them, man.
Hold on, let me join back. Hold on, people. Come at them now hear me a while ago.
Blessed, good afternoon.
Yeah, man, I'm there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, blessed. Yeah, man, go on.
Yeah, blessed good afternoon.
Yeah, man, you hear me chucking boss?
Yeah, man, yeah, hear you now.
Chucking boss. Yeah, man, go on now.
Yeah, man. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, blessed good evening to everybody. JT, more big up yourself. You have one of the #1 football podcasts in Jamaica. Big up yourself. I must say, Fisherman flip-flop. You know? And Flavor Max, listen to you all that, but you flip-flop.
A Dean Fraser, man, and a Flavor Max.
No, man, may I get to Dean Fraser too. Dean Fraser confused. and may I listen to everybody, you know. So we notice when Jamaica play, you have a lot of new caller, and that is good. So the program will grow up. However, callers get match fever. You know, when you look at youth and you hear about match, you get match fever, you go up on the field, you can't do nothing. That's how many of our fans them stay. Right? So we start disrespect even the player in the squad. Let's say angling in the squad. The guy haven't put a foot wrong, you know. But you disrespect the player. And that man is a defensive midfielder. And you need him in the squad. However, the reason why Fisherman can say Jamaica, if let's say he said, if Jamaica lose, it's no surprise. You know why? Because in many of our caller head, our viewers, we want to see a lump sum changes tonight. Why would you change a winning team? I listen even Ryan program, and this guy was saying make 3 changes run at the back. Why would any coach in their rightful mind have a winning team and make 3 changes run at the back when you don't have a Paolo Maldini, right, as a defender, coming in at the team? What you have is a defender, 6 foot something, a defender coming at the team who make mistake and will not go into a 50-50 challenge in a World Cup qualifier match that you must go here and win. So you have a winning team going on, and you as a coach are going to make a changes, bringing Andre Blake in at the back line, bringing Ethan Pinnock, if that's what you're planning to do, in the back line, and then you change Greg Lee, who arguably Jamaica best defender so far in this World Cup qualifier window, and bring in Omari Bell. What has Omari Bell done for
Chucking boss. They not pick no team.
I'm just saying why they're comfortable. Like, let's say Jamaica go there and lose, because if Jamaica coaches decide to go the opposite and make a lump sum changes, you deserve to lose.
And the coach will get a lot of blame. The coach will get a lot of blame if that go on tonight, you know.
They might make a lump sum change. They might do that.
Right? Because you have a guy like Latiba there, you know, and if you put this guy in the midfield, you're going backward and backward and backward when you have 2, would say naturally defensive midfielder. Latiba there is not a classy baller, but even the caller beating, bringing Latiba there, bringing this man in. I hear a guy say bring in West Harding. That's how you know.
Dean Fraser said that.
Yeah, yes. Not focus. They get so emotional within the window, like the World Cup qualifier come. So anybody can come in, come play. Football doesn't play like that. You have a winning team. Why don't we stick to a winning team and go there and do the job? If you have to make a 1 change around the back, bring in Andre Blake. If
if so be the case, is not my best mate to come in or lad to come in at the team, but he's the captain. So if you have to make a change like that, you're bringing him. So you don't want to disrupt a winning back line. And I hope these coaches are listening. It's very important to go in a World Cup qualifier. World Cup qualifier is no joke ball game, you know.
The fans them ask if West Harden still a play football. Some see people asking in the comment section.
I don't know if that guy play football, you know. That guy should stay 178 miles away from Jamaica football team, you know, brother. So me just refer to the caller where them get emotional, like Dean Fraser come on the program and I talk about West Harden, and then he might go talk about Jamaica Premier League player them no good. And come on, guys, that's not the way you dissect football. Not emotional. You speak on facts. Because the player that's come in to the national team so far this winter, they are playing exceptional. So you choose from that and choose facts over emotional thinking going forward. We have a great opportunity now to go there, Curaçao, and be and stand on our own, win the match. However, if we make the changes them that I just think that we are going into that rabbit hole of making lots of change. And JT, you know what that can do.
Yeah.
I leave it up to you guys.
Yeah. Somebody want to reply to what Chucking Boss has said there? Come like Chucking Boss lock off every sound, people. Like all I sound them dead, you know. Latty body here
can. Man, Chucking Boss. Yeah, man, I really talk, man. They're not gonna make a wholesale change, man. Some man just, don't know, some man just love make talk and thing. So the team in the next hour, we're gonna know the squad, the starting lineup. The next hour.
Yeah, Dean Fraser, you don't have nothing to say, our fisherman. Okay, look like Chucking Boss lock off the sound them. West playing and making his club game day squad. If
yeah.
we
mute my mic.
All right.
Go on talk.
Yeah, man. Mikey Ballin, go ahead.
Boy, but try to get you a long time. I talk about the soup, man.
Soup man there, man. Him just jump as you talk. But him saying guide some food. Him going drink some soup. Look like.
Yeah, soup, man. Not soup, brethren. You play down on AstroTurf. The ball move fast up on the turf. Only one man for the Jamaica team use the turf. Maybe two Damian Lowe because him play on a USA and the new youth free. I'm confident we'll come out of the game with a victory. Can't tell you where we're going to be.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. That Ian Freaky there, I'm going to be a star for Jamaica.
Well, his sister played for Jamaica already. His father used to play for Jamaica youth team. Used to go Wolmers. So, it's nice that him come back and represent him father.
Yeah, man, I can't tell you. I can't tell you that you're going to be a star. Just like Dexter Lambakista, a little bit more maturity, I'm going to be a star himself.
Okay.
Definitely.
But guys, we need the Jamaica team need to play as a unit and the whole try control the midfield, which will be very difficult to do. Because when I control the midfield yet in the first two games, and sometimes Jamaica team surprise, right? But you don't think about control the midfield. You might just demand them to go to the midfield in this game. You know what I mean? And this team, look at them, can't score upon any team that have any good organization at the back. And that's what me a bank on. Them beat up the other small team, them score enough, but when I play against the team in the upper echelon, the Concacaf, them not score much.
Yeah. So what do you think? You think Jamaica can pull it off tonight?
Yeah, I think them can pull it. Them not going to lose the game. Them not going to come. Them not get at least a point, but we think them all win. Them not lose a game.
Okay.
You know, and then the Trinidad will win for them games, so that tighten up the group. We'll play Bermuda next, and hopefully, and then them two teams will play each other, and then one of them will knock out each other. One of them will knock off each other. Don't know which one, and then then it's just down to the last two games. So we may have to get just a point from the last two games. That's how me I look on it.
Yeah. What we are gonna do still, we are gonna make determine close after segment because we have to save some energy, because we are come back for the post match. So
what time you come back?
As the match, like 5 minutes before the match finish.
Okay.
Before the after post or pre-match. Post are after, right?
Yeah, post.
Yeah, you frighten me. Yeah.
Just get a call about me after the thing there. I said I want to talk to the soup, man. Me just hear that I'm get a call.
Yeah.
Me, man.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, we are there.
Soup, man.
We want a large cup.
What kind of
You
soup
want a large cup?
Eh?
You want a large cup?
Well, I don't know if this soup spike, with a losing number. So I don't know.
Okay.
But you can't say nothing soup, brethren. This team that beat Canada, Don't forget that,
What?
Don't they beat Canada?
No, sir. They not beat no Canada.
I draw Canada then.
Yeah.
See that? So it's not a soup team, brethren.
Soup.
Well, gungo pea soup.
Yeah.
Say if Jamaica don't win tonight, we go hide in a jobless.
That Jacob. Soup.
You look
a funky in there, well rich.
Brethren, make sure you bust a Scotch bonnet tonight, because it's like a hot.
Actually, we are gonna just keep going all the way up to when the squad drop. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep going up to because we have
That's
some.
2 hours from now, Taylor. That's 2 hours from now.
Yeah, them people. We have a bunch of people in the car right now.
53 minutes before the squad drop.
53 minutes before the squad drop, brother. A 1 a.m. game.
Oh.
Yeah. We have Chucking Boss. We have Crispy. We have Determined. The floor is yours, guys. Just not talk over each other and we listen. Yeah.
All right, chat. Hello, chat. Good evening to everybody. For me, I don't think Jamaica is going to lose any game in this World Cup qualifying. Based on what I see, Jamaica right now is not stagnant. They're bringing in quality players. It's not perfect, but they're moving the needle. And this is what I look at when you're developing a healthy culture. Then I look at the coaches and I look at the advisors. If you look at Speed last night and you look at the press conference, the coaches, they were real confident, relaxed. It's like they already won the game aura, right? The team have to put in the work, but I guarantee you, based on the quality players that we have, even with Hayden being missing, I know a lot of people don't like Lati Badir, but that boy is a workhorse. He's going to get the job done. So I'm not worried at all. The toughest team in this group to me is Trinidad, and we beat them too. So for me, this is a win. Sure win. I'm not worried, period.
All right. Tell them, man. Tell them.
Let me answer.
Soup.
Carla. So you would go ahead and start a Lati Badir in the middle of the park?
I wouldn't start him. For me, I would put in Anderson, but it's obviously the coach don't trust Anderson. He's still developing. But if in my eyes, he would be the perfect player to fit that position.
Carla, you making me nervous, man.
How is that?
What game you watching when you watch Jamaica play? You, Carla, would you go to a team, Carla, and put a guy that don't mobile enough? He's not fast, right? Just to break up tackle. Come on, Carla. It's
My brother, you
2025.
asked me. I'm thinking what the coach is thinking. You asked me a question, and
My
this is
God.
what the coach has been doing.
Well, the coach is
Unless,
thinking just like how you thinking.
well,
You're
I
not
mean, this is
thinking
what's been
right.
going on. Okay, so who would you put there? That's the question to ask then.
I
Who would
would
you
play
put
a
there?
natural midfielder. I would not complicate a winning team just to fit someone in there who's not supposed to in there because they have a little name for themselves. He's not a real beta player, and midfield is not his natural position. Why would you
But you,
complicate a winning team
but
and go
didn't
put
you
someone
just?
like that in there?
But you just asked me a question. I answered your question. I said I wouldn't put him there. I will put Anderson. That's what I said. I said, but what I think the coach will do is put Latiba there. That's what I said to you. But me, my choice is Anderson, 100%.
I think it might start Frey because Frey Anderson tend to make some rash tackles sometimes.
That is true.
And I think if I play somebody with a level head, and I think seeing Frey in the MLS.
Yo, don't give it the team yet.
Well, why would you give Fred the keys to drive? He's just come in. Give him some time.
When
at least
my friend
get him off the bench.
My friend, you have to keep it straight in a bridge. Because when White England is coming, the man will get the red card. When
Carla, you have to take Ian Frey time, bro. You have to understand Ian Frey play with.
Brethren, when
Ian Frey play with some of the best baller them in the world.
No,
come on,
my friend, when he
said the best baller in the world,
him start the first game him come in, brethren. He must put right in.
That's the question I'm asking you. Why would you want him to start right away? That's the question I'm asking.
Because he's more level-headed than Anderson. I don't want to get a card in the 10th minute of the game.
So you trust somebody that you haven't seen played as yet?
Ian Frey's going to be a star in the Jamaica team. Ian Frey's going to be a star in the Jamaica team. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, I can't. I wouldn't trust a player that just coming on the team. I work his way in.
Have you seen Frey play before, my friend?
Yeah,
my friend, Ian Frey play with Busquets, Messi. Come on, man.
Determined.
Yeah,
determined. Determined. There are levels to this. Certain player can't just bring in.
I can't tell you this, Carl. I can't tell you this. When Ian Frey mess up on the field, Messi and Busquets, they will put him to the side and coach him up, Bridget. You can't put a man like that in the driver's seat, Bridget. You can't tell me that.
Well,
but no, Ian Frey do a pass, Messi go pull him to the side and say, yo, you need to pass right there, so you need to do this. Where's the Busquets? You have the ball, I have Bridget, you have ball around him, brother. He might learn from ball every day. Well, he's a kid where he will sit down and watch ball play. I'm watching from him be young. He will sit down and watch and learn in the rush, Bridget. He's a smart player.
Well, for me, this is national call up. This is your country call up. When it
determined. There are levels to this. Determined.
And this
there
is
are levels. Certain players can't just bring in. Certain players can't bring in. Then the man they can bring in right away. Determined. There are levels to this.
Not only that,
you can say that. You can say that. But what I'm saying is a national call up is national pride. Right now, I'm not willing to roll a dice on someone that has never played for Jamaica, period. I'm willing to go with a man like Anderson that I know what to expect, where I can say X, Y, Z to him and let him know, hey, this is how I need for you to play. I have never seen Frey play in a national team call-up, period. Give him time. Why would I just throw him in the fire like that? I just can't trust him. I wouldn't do it.
Then my friend, I'd start Lati then because I don't trust Anderson. Starting out playing all 90 minutes. I'm not get card. He make rush tackles sometimes. He hold the ball properly, but he make rush tackles. I have to put him in a CDM position. That's where
it's either Anderson or him. I just can't give somebody the keys to drive that haven't represented my country. No, I can't do it.
Carla, I understand what you say. But let me tell you something about Ian Frey, but why he's so important. He's a utility player who can play more than one position in that game. So if you have player and you feel like certain things can now move right and not operate right,
he can mix with him and put him in a position, and he won't even feel like he's a downgrade. He can put him in multiple different positions. Yes, Latif Badour there is one of those players too. Those are players as a young baller where you have in a team where you can say, yo, you can trust them. Even Latif Badour, I trust him because I know say he's a person, yes, he might have some tendency about him we don't like, but he is always going to give at least a 6 or a 6.5 effort, no matter what. You're not getting no less than that. You're not going to get no less than 6 or 6.5 from Latif Badour. Those are players you need. Those are players you want. Those are players you respect. So we see what you're saying as far as, yes, he has never been around the setting. He has never been around the practice and all that stuff. Yes, we see that point there. But you have to understand who is around on an everyday coaching basis. You can't put him on the same level as Anderson. Because Anderson have ballers like him where can pull him to the side and coach him up the right way. You see me? Then man, he can't free practice with baller every day, bridge.
But see, what I'm saying is, if you look at the trajectory of where we're going, when it comes, this is my first time that I see Jamaica get back-to-back games play as a unit. I've never seen Jamaica play like that. It's like one in one. It's a one-off kind of thing. I just don't want to disrupt that, and that's it. I mean, I'm not saying that the kid is not a good player. Not saying that at all. I'm saying give him time. Get him off the bench, give him a 30 minutes, 25 minutes. But I wouldn't just trust him right away. I can't do that. We have something good going. Let's continue.
But you know what? To be fair, I go to a different point to be our topic. You know, this coach has never put out a bad team as far as a starting lineup. Since
He
this
does.
come on board,
Every time
never
the coach
cancel
play
one time.
Latif Badour, it's a bad team.
But if the team their potential, it's not a bad move. 9 times out of 10, the Jamaica team do not play to them potential. That's why we always blame the tactics. We always blame the lineup. We always blame that. No, Bridget, and the players them. I tell you, if you go and watch Jamaica play, Bridget, it's not the tactics most of the time. It's the players. The players do not live up to their potential, and the players do not play a ball the way they're supposed to, like crossing the ball, pass the ball straight away, don't pass the ball back, switch the wing. They just look at things the players them down the brother. Come here, tell you, me as a man, I go watch the World Cup game them in the United States, Bridget. And the tactics is not wrong. It's the players them who don't execute the tactics the right way.
Then Carla, you know, just as you put Latif Badour in the midfield, brother. Then if you have a baller like Latif Badour in the midfield, how that are gonna make any sense whatsoever? Well, you contradict yourself, because if you put the wrong guy in a position when don't play, when don't used to, you just contradict yourself.
But see, the thing is, caller. 1 second, caller. You just said that the coach hasn't picked a bad team. Yeah, I got it for the past, let's say, not these 3 games that we played, right? What's that?
The coach took a bad statement when he said the coach never pick a bad team.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to correct that statement, because the coach is the operator of this vehicle, right? The coach is the one that does the selection, and the coach is the one that put the tactics together. For the past, when this coach came in or forward in, you notice that the team is not gelling, and 2, we're failing to move to punch above our weight. Okay. For whatever reason, happened that, you know what, we got a chance to bring in a different generation, younger blood, because of what happened when it comes to our older players getting hurt, right? So now everything is in the coach's favor, is by force or by whatever you can call it. Right now, it's in the coach's favor. So if I see a coach now going back to the old habits, this is when I say, you know what, this coach don't belong here. Because you can't say you're developing a winning culture and you're actually winning and go back to old habits that hasn't been working. I have a problem with that. That's not going forward. That's going backwards.
Guys, I want to ask you a question. If you're going to start Anderson in the midfield, who's the two midfield you're going to start him with?
Bobby and the tall youth.
Russell.
Yeah.
Everybody agree on that?
No.
Who you would have start? Who you would have start with him then?
Ian Frey.
Ian Frey and who?
To this.
Ian Frey and who?
Bobby Reid and Russell.
Bobby Reid and Russell and Ian Frey.
Yeah.
That's my midfield too. Because you know the three forward them already. The only thing I don't know is which two are gonna play centre half. But you know the left back and the right back already.
You
know the three forward.
It's either King or Pinup, one of them. That's it.
With Low.
With Low, yeah. Low is a show starter.
Right. So therefore the two spot that is left open, there's one of the centre half and the left and the CDM then. Everybody should know the other player then.
Exactly.
So that's the two question mark right here. So who going to play CDM and who going to play the other centre half? The centre half. Well, I think we'll start Pinnock because Pinnock is left-footed and King and Low is right-footed. I noticed Low made a big mistake on the left side of the field against Trinidad when he couldn't pass the ball with him left foot. You remember, and the man almost scored. Well, they did score, but it was offside. Well, the ball going to go, but it was offside. So I don't think we'll try to make Low play on the left again.
Man start Pinnock.
Yeah, Pinnock will start. But I don't know if we can start King or Low or Holgate.
No, man. Pinnock and Low.
Pinnock and Low.
Yeah, man. Low have to start.
Why? Theme spot. So when Low gonna change room, say, Coach, I wish 10 player play at that Low though.
Exactly.
Eh? Okay. On one man can set up on Jamaica team, I think, and it's Blake.
No, you forgot about Leon Bailey. Let's put Leon Bailey in that mix. Please.
No, Leon Bailey don't have to start every game.
Leon Bailey must start.
So you say Blake and Bailey must start if them are fit.
And Crispy, feel free to join in. Crispy, feel free to join the conversation. Sean Blake as well.
If they're fit.
I'll chip in soon. I'm here.
We're there. Crispy up on the live. And takes so long to come in. Normally, as Crispy come in and ready.
What happened is that I'm writing some computer code. So I have to concentrate on what I'm doing.
All right.
Why?
Can I make a quick contribution real quick? Because more and drive go and go watch the game and
go ahead.
So I hear persons debating who is going to start in midfield as far as the replacement for Isaac Hayden. Are you guys forgetting that when John Russell first came, he played in that position?
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question. If you put John Russell in that position, which other two midfield are you going to start?
So I am going to tell you what the coach is going to do, and I'm going to tell you that on this occasion, I agree with the coach. I'm starting John Russell at CDM. I'm starting Bobby Reid to the right of him for the work rate, and I'm starting Demarai Gray on the left. So that's my three in midfield.
Demarai Gray is not in the team, so you can take that out.
Demarai Gray is not in the team. Why?
He's injured.
Is he hurt again? I thought he was in the squad.
Yes,
he was, but the injury went back home.
Oh, damn. So this gets sticky now. No.
That's a caller.
Eh?
Say last year, right? That's a.
Yo, the man that
next time they're warmer before you come Before you come the press.
Wait. Hold on. When did this occur? Did this occur today? Yesterday?
2 days ago. 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Me asleep. Jaja, me asleep. But
I said, come on, me not kill a man. Go ahead.
No, wait. But the problem is, I hear people talking about Lati Bodier starting in the CDM. John Russell should be the natural person for that position. John Russell, brethren, is not no 8. He is not no 9. He is not no 10. He says he plays all those positions, but his natural position is a number 6. We take him and do what Jamaica love do, which is just play persons out of them natural position or play where they play most of the time. John Russell is a number 6 version, and the first time he came in, he played well in that position. I just don't know why we just never call him back.
You're right, Carla, you're right.
But since we get 2/3 of the equation, right, then who are going to be the third person?
That you for tell me.
May I ask for help, Bridget? May I ask for a lifeline? May I phone a friend?
No, we have a lifeline, so.
No, I guess Anderson's a figurine.
Yo, listen.
Let's go with him.
Listen. All right. So here is my problem with Kira Anderson, Bridget. All the developing players on the squad have individual traits. Well, all the developing players are not complete. That goes without saying, because if they're developing, then they're not complete. But all the other developing players have individual traits or skills that I can point to. I cannot point to Kira Anderson's individual trait or skill. I can't point to a game that he had where, you know how Jamaican player them will have a one game and them stand out and you say, yo, that brother in the squad, him can't come out, and then him just have a bad game. I haven't seen Kira Anderson in that game where he showed up and like, yo, him can't drop. I haven't seen him come into a game.
Last game?
Yeah, man, him play good against the last game, man.
Listen. Yes. So my answer is yes. And if your interpretation of somebody coming in and sealing their position to where you said them can't get dropped, if that is your game to qualify that statement, then me and you depend two different level, Bridget.
No,
I'm not saying
stretch it too far, man. You're not stretch it
saying you
that far.
bad game. I'm not saying in the last game, I'm not saying that he came in and had a bad game. That's not what I am saying. I am saying that all the other players came in at one point in time and we looked at them and said that brother, I can't get dropped. He had not had that game. So for me, I think it's really down to a process of elimination because nobody else not there. But for me, it would be him. But all things being equal, everybody available, I'm not picking him in that.
How you feel about Palmer then? How you feel about Palmer?
So are you asking me how I feel about Palmer compared to Anderson or just Palmer in general?
In general, do you see him going forward with the team?
So, yes, and let me qualify that. Yes, because no better not there. And as far as Palmer is concerned, since you bring up Palmer, the game where Palmer played against, I think it was Cuba, he played that one-half game that I was referring to where he looked like a general. And then I think he played who next? Haiti? And Haiti lock him out and shut him down. That's what I'm saying with Anderson. I haven't seen that one-off game with Anderson where he shined like a gem.
Do everybody agree with Palmer moving forward with the team?
Yeah, Palmer putting him do, so I'm not seeing him get dropped unless.
No, I'm not agree with Palmer. Moving forward.
Personally, I would try even someone in the Manning Cup over Palmer.
That's the first thing Chris see. That's the best thing I hear all day. Seriously.
That you see, he just does not have I keep on saying it. That position requires a talisman.
So that's Bobby Reed, my friend. Bobby Reed. If Bobby Reed,
Bobby Reed, but Bobby Reed has a heart, but he does not have the skill for that position.
He does not have the true passes. Bobby Reed does not have the true passes that Casey Palmer displayed in the Cuba game.
Bobby Reed has a heart. He has a temperament. He has the leadership skills, but he does not have the footballing skills for that position. And for that position, you need an all-in-one. And because when I look at Jamaica team, they're all pieces, but there's no glue. And when you have a team like that, either you're going to add that 10 position be the glue, or the coach being the glue. And the coach is not the glue, because number one, I really see him standing up on the touchline, shouting and giving instruction and making changes when things are not going right. So he's clearly not the glue, and there's no player who's the glue. And that 10 position, I think it needs a glue piece, and Bobby Reed is not it.
Bobby Reed is not a 10. Bobby Reed is a workhorse who can disrupt play, and he has some defensive skills, but he's not that number 10. He's not no Topper Whitmore, brethren. Like, no, and we don't have no Topper Whitmore nowhere. So you are correct that we don't complete player to fill that position, but we have to select from the best of what we have. And I don't agree that a player out of the Manning Cup is going to be a better fit than Casey Palmer. If we were at the beginning of the qualification, like World Cup just done and we are rebuild, I would say, yeah, man, throw a youth in the Manning Cup squad from the Manning Cup squad in there. But from what we have available, I understand that you might not like certain players. And I'm not speaking about just Casey Palmer. I understand that we all collectively might not like player A or player B. But what we have a tendency to do is say, player A, if he sit down on the bench and him nothing come off. But what we cannot do is name who should replace the man where we want to go on the bench.
So
agree.
Carlos, I don't mean to cut you off. You're saying that we don't have. I got to correct that. We do have, but we didn't select this guy. Don't know why. Ravel Morrison is the best.
Yeah.
I don't care what he's not playing here, playing there. I could care less. That boy is a baller. He can play. 2 more years in his career, and we need it for this year and next year. And after that, you can send him on his way. But he has 2 more years in it.
Have you guys seen that he signed with a new club?
Yeah, I'm quite happy because now there shouldn't be no excuse.
No excuses.
And way better than Casey Palmer. Let me touch Ravel Morrison a topic. Daniel Johnson too. Ravel Morrison is no footballer and should never put a foot on Jamaica field again.
Well,
you at this stage of the World Cup qualifier, where Jamaica almost should say qualified. With a little bit of hard work. You're talking about a 33-year-old man. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. That means you're not thinking about the future of Jamaica football, man. Ravel Harrison is known for indiscipline, dirty behavior. Ravel and Liam Bailey in the same category.
You're talking about after-field footballing issues. In fact, you are making assumptions about after-field football issues. We're not here for that, though. We're not here for that. Let's talk football. Bridget,
the man have no discipline. The man changed 10 clubs within 5 years.
I choose to stick to the football.
What I have to do?
What does him? Look at Damian Lowe. Hold on. Look at Damian
discipline
Lowe.
whatsoever.
Look at Damian Lowe. Damian Lowe changed about 6 different teams. Come on, let's stick to the football, please.
Carla.
Damian Lowe changed 6 different teams because Damian Lowe is not that good of a player.
Carla.
It's not because of discipline Damian Lowe changed personal issue. That's nothing to do with personal feelings, brother.
Can I say something really quick? And this is in defense of Ravel Morrison. So the person who is speaking right now, Ravel did an interview. I don't remember the name of the podcast. He did it with, what's the name of that guy who didn't want to come play for Jamaica?
Chardini.
Chardini. Caller Ravel Marson did an interview, and I am pronouncing the name incorrectly, with Troy Deeney. Yes, with Troy Deeney. I encourage you to go watch that interview, because a lot of the misconceptions we have about Ravel Marson is absolutely.
I will never watch an interview with Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison is a burnout golden age player who I don't have interested. I will never put Jamaica on top. Ravel Morrison. His career is done.
Caller, then
That's
you're
the same
then
thing y'all said about
caller,
Haiti.
then
Y'all said the same thing.
Caller, then your point and your opinion on Ravel Morrison is baseless and has no effect.
Baseless. Factual. Baseless.
Caller, you need to look up what facts is.
And Leon Bailey, it's facts.
You need to look up what facts is, because I am telling you something that is factual that you can go check and you can go research. Do you know that them blame Ravel say him leave camp and go back home, and there was a big rift between him and one of the clubs? Do you know that story, the truth behind that story is that Ravel Marson's mother was on her deathbed dying. She did not die. She was on her deathbed dying. The club gave him permission to go. And when he went there and came back, the story coming out is that he left without permission. Go. In fact, me tell you go watch it. You say you now watch it again. Okay. Your points regarding Ravel is baseless. Do you know that Ravel have ADHD? And because of drug testing or whatever, him can't take him prescription, him can't take him medicine. Carla,
it doesn't.
You need to go do your research regarding the man whose name you are disparaging.
And what plays on the field. Ravel Morris is underperformed, is indisciplined. This guy is absolutely disastrous as a player and career.
Okay,
the man have no serious career.
So you say
to tell me you say to convince me about a player all different manner of bro. That's what happened when you don't successful life. You blame your parent and your daddy.
Wow.
And many of you guys on here don't many of you guys, many of you included female, 80% of the world blame them parent.
And
it has nothing to do with the football and the field. If you are that good, you can make a team. The man cannot play 90 minutes.
Listen, you say that the man is indisciplined, and I say keep it on the field, and you say he's indisciplined. Show me his indiscipline on the field. I can tell you that when that team was in Saudi Arabia or wherever it was, and he did not have a club, and the man literally walked off of the street, he was the best player on that pitch. He was the best of the 22 players on that pitch, walking off of the street, Regin. I'm not saying
you know why you say Ravel is the best player? Because a lot of you Jamaican, include myself, used to so much indiscipline, taking bullshit from even your president of Jamaica. So therefore, you will always say something good about Ravel Morrison. The guy have every Jamaican dreaming of have an opportunity. Myself, when I was a youth, you saw me get my opportunity. You think a 2 hand, me take it with 2 hands and 2 foot and run with it. Okay?
Well, I'm surprised you didn't speak this passionate about against Palmer. Because Palmer don't have
you remember when Bailey make a speech about Jamaica and disrespect Jamaica, and many people don't know that Aston Villa was watching, you know. They take that speech very personal. You heard me? That's why you're seeing them loan him out to Roma. You don't be indisciplined.
You've been too personal against the player, them. No, you've been too personal against the player, man. Man. You're being too personal, man. You seem like you have serious issue, man.
I'm not.
You seem like you have serious issue.
Why do you
Why?
think
Hold on,
Junior
hold on,
Fleming is
caller.
part
You
of
said
the
he
team?
said he got loaned. Why did he get loaned out, caller? Please. What did Leon
Because
Bailey
of
we
his
talking about?
indisciplined ways
Well,
and
you
his
talking
performance
foolishness.
on the
You're
field wasn't
talking
all that.
foolishness. That's not what the coach said. Leon Bailey is my player. Stop spreading propaganda, bro. Stop it. You're
That's
talking
no
madness,
propaganda,
man.
man. That's no
Yeah, man,
propaganda.
that's propaganda, man. You're
That's
talking
no. So
be a garbage,
Stop
okay.
man.
talking
So
foolishness,
when a
bro.
guy go
I
there,
can read the
when
article. I
Bailey
can
go
read the
there,
article for
I
you.
make the
Word
speech where
for
Bailey
word.
make.
Determine one
That
mic.
was
Determine one mic.
discipline. When Bailey made the speech about Jamaica has done nothing for him, that was discipline. When Bailey got to Portland the other day and make a speech and say, yo, I'll be an idiot in the cap now. That is discipline. What's wrong with you, man?
All right, so it's obvious. It seemed like you have some personal vendetta against
Bro, me
players,
just
right? So
get
let
the
me tell.
fuck out.
Hold on,
Facts a
I'll
while
let you
ago, you
talk.
talk about personal vendetta.
I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. Let me talk, please. I'm not the coach. You're not the coach. If Leon Bailey or Robert Morrison was bringing all of this confusion to the team or indisciplined players, as you say, I would suspend them. They did that with Bailey, they suspend them. Robert Morrison, I haven't heard anything about that. Right? So
Okay.
if these players are so disruptful, why are they still on the team? Stop spreading it doesn't sound good. Let the coach do his job. Let's talk football.
Why Mason Greenwood is not in the England team?
Brethren, can we switch the topic to football and the game tonight? Because, Brethren, we have
Football
gone
you
down some
talk
rabbit
about,
hole.
Not in the England team.
Brethren, you
So
are
you
setting
can't
up
tell me
yourselves
about
to be
discipline
sued
and
for
football
libel, brethren.
player. We
Yo,
have to be
yo,
disciplined
one
as
go
a
drink a
football
glass of
player.
water. One go drink a glass of water, man.
I don't need because you're talking emotional. Facts.
You are talking emotional, man. You're talking be a garbage, man.
No. 100% I'm talking facts. The guys you're
Where?
talking about, they are very indisciplined player.
Every player is indiscipline. Every player.
No, hold on. Let me explain to you guys what discipline means.
Give leader a chance, guys. Give leader a chance.
Let me just say something. Some of us think that discipline is something that happens after field behavior. Discipline sometimes is when the coach has a plan, puts down that, okay, like he might say, okay, JT, when you come on, we are going to be doing a low block. When so and so happens, you have your plan, and he talks to you before and he tells you. Then when you go on and you do your own thing, right? Sometimes your own thing might look quite good to the fans, but it was not the plan. And then sometimes when a mistake happens, it's all, because I'm telling you, that's one of the problems with Ravel is that disciplinary issue of what he does instruction-wise. That's why a lot of coaches, he has all the talent. I am a member of the Ravel Morrison Church. I love him as a player, but I also understand, because the same thing with the ADHD, I understand that there are a lot of gifted players that I've seen with that. And the thing is, if they do take the medication that age that they have, so I don't know. All I can say is I understand. Hopefully, when if he's with a new club, I didn't hear that one, but hopefully he's able to come through into next year when the next window opens in March. Because as far as I see it, March is the last chance we are going to have to look at players, because after that, by June,
we don't need to look for Ravel Morrison. Him just not ready yet, and him not good for make national team.
The thing is, no, hold on. Let me tell you what's going to happen as far as I see in March. They're going to probably give the last chance to some players and to see if, they can do what they might ask them. Because the thing is, fact of the matter, what Ravel can do if he was to follow instruction would be magical. But he has that other issue. And he has various little tendencies to be playful, and some of the other guys don't take it like that. It gives problems. You understand? So there are other issues. So when we say indiscipline, don't feel that it's like what some of you might. There's even an issue I think that he mentioned in a particular interview where he stayed up playing FIFA all night and he was able to make training. You understand? These are little things that are discipline enough. And these are things that happen. So we have to understand what it means by discipline, okay?
But leader, I agree with you, but this man has a medical issue, right? And when you take that kind of medication, it has a tendency of putting you in a trance, make you go a little bit slower. So it's either positive or negative.
Listen. I know the medication.
You got to work with a player like that.
Listen, if he takes that medication, he's not a great footballer anymore. I know it. There's a youngster I knew. I met him when he was 12, right? He was similar to Leon Bailey. The kid could not keep steady in class. He was up and down. He was brilliant at subjects. And on the ball field, I never forget this. I think it was the under 17 qualifier for Jamaica. And that kid was on the sideline. And people somebody called me
Mute your background.
Yeah, once players that have that ADHD, they are sometimes geniuses on the ball. But if they are to go there and follow instructions and play to instructions, you're going to have an issue. If you're going to go there and say, boy, just do your thing, enjoy yourself in 15, 20 minutes, that's them. But for certain coaches, it's not going to work. And I think that's one of the reasons why.
If it was up to me alone, Ravel will never smell Jamaica jersey. The only jersey must smell when him go buy one. If it was up to me alone, no 32-year-old cannot make me team, including Bobby Reed. And Andre Blake. And Andre Blake.
You go too hard, Chucking. You're going too hard, man.
It's realistic.
Go drink the wine, man. Go drink some wine.
Them and 33-year-old them. We are playing football. Them exceptional. You're very good.
Yeah, but
and
Jamaica don't have no exceptional. We don't have no exceptional player, man. So you can't put Jamaica on some other teams.
We do have decent enough player. But what happened? You can't spend the time and talk about a 30-year-old baller when all I'm life in being indisciplined on the football field and off the football field. The guy you talk about early on, talk about Jamaica player with left man.
I agree with Ravel still, you know. I agree with Ravel still, but Ravel get a team now and you're not going to stop here, you know.
I'm barely 10 man you play with, and them I agree. You play with 10 man. Then you lose the match before you start. Every time Jamaica play, a 10 man to 9 man Jamaica play with. Every time. Them I agree, Ali and Bailey up on the field. And Ravel Morrison. Them guy no tackle.
Chucking boss. You see with Ravel still, obviously with we job. Not me still. The Jamaican name still, you know. What happened? Ravel in a Manchester United system, and from the moment you hear say boy can't play for Jamaica, all hell broke loose. And them just go off and say boy I'm also play for Manchester United. But if you follow the man career, him don't really have a decent career still, you know, because him go to about 6 the last time. About 16.
Thank you, man.
About 16 club.
Call him out shake your hand, man.
The man go
when
through,
you know. Say
so
exactly
I
makes sense.
Understand this thing about Ravel. You know, I just can't understand it. But the people them just fall in love with him. And he was here before, and I never seen him deliver anything. And them still say, boy, him can't deliver. But I don't think him going to deliver anything for Jamaica. Because I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
The man is not a real beater. The man is not a real beater footballer.
Fisherman, would you say Ravel's and the Jamaican footballing fraternity's relationship today is similar to the one that occurred between Waterboy and the fans back then? we are this the skillful player. Jamaica loves skillful players, but the player has all type of different personality issues, and the fans don't care. So, would you say similar relationship?
I wouldn't. If I was slight, and I would just like it's 100% the same. But and the thing where you see happen with Walter, where you see people come out, and you're not gonna see that for Ravi. You hear people talk that already, say them out, but not like that when I go up for Ravi.
Because I remember when
he didn't stamp his class before. You see what did happen? Walter Boy was producing for Jamaica, So people we go out there and make up a lot of noise. But Ravel don't do nothing. Ravel is just
he was producing, but he was so indisciplined. And Rene Simons had all type of issues with him, and the Jamaican people forced Rene Simons' hand. Jamaican people just love that. Jamaican people just love that. Jamaican people just love that skillful player, and they will overlook everything else for that skillful player.
But what may I say? If a man never go at a club and stay at a club, and you check it out about between 15 to 16 club. We can't look on that man and say, boy, I'm have a great career. They have no career at all as far as me concerned.
And also, I did some research on him, and he did not spend a significant portion of his professional career at Man U. He came up through the youth academy, but he was traded away. He was traded away in his early 20s. It's not as if he played in the first. It's not as if he played in Man U's first team for 5 years.
That is what I'm saying. He just come up and him with Jogba them trim with Jogba. Here's a boy I'm used to play with Jogba them and all of those things. That is all.
And also, why do our fans like to appeal to authority so much? They will hear either a highly rated coach or a highly rated player say something good about a player, and they take that as gospel. Alex Ferguson said this about Ravel. Rio Ferdinand said this about Ravel. But don't you have your own eyes? Alex Ferguson said this about Mason Greenwood. But don't you have your own eyes? Can't you assess Mason Greenwood of your own? You know what I mean? I just don't like that about. Even Ryan LFC does that a lot.
Yes, man. Yes,
if for example, if say Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, not the one in Brazil, say for example, say if he says Mason Greenwood is the best young striker, Ryan would take that and run with it forever.
Yeah, man, that is right. That is right.
And I'm like, okay, but can't you? But why are you depending on Ronaldo's opinion? I mean, it's an expert opinion. It should be taken, with some regard. But analyze the player on your own. And I think Ravel's legend is overblown.
The man is no legend for Jamaica, Chris. Chris, you have some excellent point, You're the farm today. I must say that.
But he's not a legend in England as well.
He's not in.
Chris Lee, he's not the first player never fulfill them potential, He's not the first. There's a lot of players come and go and never fulfill them potential.
And we just tell you the same thing. We just fulfill them potential.
Who?
I know, I'm fisherman. There are a couple of things I know to be always true. In every generation, in any sport, you're going to have one or two top talents who did not materialize. In every generation, one of your friends will die young. You're gonna have one friend who die when you're late teens, in an accident, or your early 20s. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Somebody in the community, somebody in the parish, some young person that you know. It always occurs.
Yeah, man. You remember this guy in here, when him Edu or Ado from United States, one of them they come from Africa when him small and come to America. And Nike give him a big contract, you see him and Pele do all the ads. And them say him are the next best thing. What happened to that youth? Full of potential, and him never fulfill that potential.
In my opinion, okay, a player has potential.
But 1 second, Crispy, 1 second. 1 second. The squad comes out in 4 minutes, people, and we're gonna be looking to see. I don't know whether would you guys start Andre Blake tonight? Because I wouldn't want to see Andre Blake in the goal. I'm waiting for the squad to see Andre Blake in the goal.
JT, you know, I think that you know my view already. Andre Blake should be on the bench. You know my view already.
Andre Blake must start tonight. Have to start.
Andre Blake I go start, man. Who I'm telling you, man, the captain not and the man come back. I don't expect the man to start, sir.
There's no problem with that. Why is he the captain?
Be the captain for your national team.
But him is the captain, chucking boss. Him shouldn't be, but him is.
Yeah, that's what the coach keep on. You see, a goalkeeper job is to command the 18-yard box, to command the 6-yard box. Andre Blake hasn't done that for the last 3 years.
Well, if he's never Andre Blake, we wouldn't. I don't think we'll reach where we reach now. Almost qualified for the World Cup.
No. Panel, did you guys watch Mr. Speed's interview with Ball Pre last night?
Yeah, man. Me watch it all night.
I left partially happy and partially dejected.
Right? Why?
Because Mr. Steve is clearly not very enthusiastic about ball possession football. He's just not. He's not a fan of it. He does not think it's a big deal. You know, he does.
But I agree with him. I agree with him.
If you don't have the personnel to play it, why you have go stuck on it?
Why hurt your head about it?
Fisherman, I don't think you are right, Fisherman, but I don't think I could be wrong. I'm not a shrink, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I'm going to just give my opinion. Even with the right players who can do the job, Mr. Speed is not a big fan of that brand of football.
No, sir, I don't think so. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
That's not what Mr. Speed was saying.
I don't believe that.
Basically,
no, Fisherman. I did not say Mr. Speed said that. I'm just giving my opinion.
Okay.
For example, okay, all right.
I'm pushing back at what you're saying. It's a man that a lot of people don't even like to hear his name, right? But he is right, Mr. Craig Butler, right? You have to play to your strength until you can build. Right now, we don't have nobody that can deal with the ball on that team. Please name one player that can really handle the ball. We have too much gaps, too much holes.
One thing I hear people talking about that it has never been quantified that Jamaica, on average, players are faster than the opponent. Has that been quantified?
I'm not saying I didn't say fast.
But Mr. Steele last night and the general consensus in that Jamaica footballers are faster on average than the footballers on opposing team, and that I've never seen that quantified. I've never seen.
So I was talking about one player. One player was talking about, man.
That's not correct. I have heard on this panel, and it is a general consensus that Jamaica.
No, Mr. Speed you're talking about.
Crispy, how does Jamaica score majority of their goals? How does Jamaica score majority of their goals?
Again, listen to what I said carefully. I said it was said last night on the panel, and it is a general consensus among Jamaican footballing fans that I think they're just assuming because Jamaica is good at sprinting in track, it's going to spill over to other fields, and that's not always true. For example, players are selected for their skill. So, for example, in Mexico, the fastest people are going to play soccer. In another country that might be the case. So, we have to quantify these beliefs before we have them settled. That Jamaica's strength is its quickness.
Well, Chris P, most of our let me stop you right there. Most of our goals,
because you have a player and the USA that FIFA tried to outrun and he could not outrun that player.
Chris P, we play wing transaction. It is what it is. Why hurt your head, bro? It is what I don't understand.
You're not adjusting my point.
It is what it is.
You're not adjusting my point.
It takes time to build up. He doesn't believe in it.
You are not adjusting my point. You're not adjusting my point.
What's the point you're trying to make?
My point is the Jamaican fans and the footballing fraternity in general have this view I've already expressed many times that Jamaica's strength is the speed of the players, and I am saying I've never seen that quantified.
Well, and I'm saying that.
Let me just say something
So
here.
is that notion wrong? And if we are false beliefs, those beliefs should be corrected.
Look here, let me just make a little point in something you mentioned. Read the Jamaicans and speed. Okay. There was a study done. Well, let's just look at a basic study. This is part of genetics. Okay. When you normally see, right? Say most sprinting finals, most of the runners are normally Afro-American, Black, West Indian, right? Another thing is that a lot of runners for, you say, England, Canada, so on, are normally of Jamaican descent, right? Because one of the things is, is not that some of these people were in Jamaica before, is that genetically, right? There is something, there are fast twitch muscles that we are more genetically disposed to having at a higher amount than certain other countries. That's why I don't know how many of you have ever seen a Mexican or any Indian person of Indian descent of anybody like that in any 100-meter sprint, anything like that. Because the genetic disposal, it's not there. So I think that's what they're bringing up with that, right? But I'm not really
But you're proving my point. You're proving my point because we are making assumptions that can be true and cannot be true without these assumptions being quantified. Also, running with a soccer ball and running on the track are not the same thing.
Before, let me just make one quick point and then go. I'm driving, yeah? Look here. You know what the problem is? I would love to see, I love when my teams play, they're basically trying to hold on to the ball. But the big problem is that generally
Squad drop.
In Jamaica here, and when you look abroad, what players do we normally hear about? The wingers. There aren't many players. You have to pick, and you hardly see players that can play it that way. The possession type ball that you want.
Squad drop.
Okay, go ahead.
Squad drop. Free up playing at the defensive midfield.
Where can I go to look at this squad?
Score for score live. Or check it out.
Okay.
Pinnacle start. Pinnacle start. Wanna get so quiet, brother? Wanna get so quiet?
No,
Let me
I want
just read out
I
the
want
starting
to.
lineup. Crispy, let me just read out the starting lineup for um is this real? So Ethan Pinnock is not starting, right? No,
He's starting.
he's starting, but how did they have it? Ian Frey starts, just like I have it here. So the only person that's not starting that I have on here is Jamali Waite and who else? And Greg Lee. So Amari Bell comes back in.
The man is starting over low.
Perfect. So yeah, that's what we have now. Amari Bell comes back in. Ian Frey, exactly what I said. Ian Frey in that defensive midfield role. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, bro. Ian Frey, he plays a lot of games on turf in the MLS, and I saw him play that defensive midfield role before. So when people ask me how can he start at the defensive midfield role, because you can't go back to Latibodir. We would be going backwards.
JT, I don't want to interrupt you, but we are on SofaSport.com. Where do I go to see the squad?
Where do you see the squad?
Yeah.
Okay, so well, we are checking the squad from the media group. The squad is in the media group. It's Andre Blake, Ian Frey, Richard King, Ethan Pinnock, Amari Bell, Dexter Lambikisa, John Russell, Bobby Reed comes in where Casey Palmer is supposed to play, just as I predicted. Bailey Kadamatri, Tyrese Campbell. I only got one player wrong, and that was Greg Lee starting. Yep. So there we have it, folks. That's a very good squad. That's a very good team. Because why I wanted Ian Frey to start in that position is Isaac Hayden is good, but his body can break down at any point, and we have to be ready for that. And we want to get Ian Frey getting used to that position. So when Isaac Hayden goes down, he's a natural replacement. He has vision. He likes to push the ball forward. I think this is a good move from the coach. Sometimes I wonder if the coach watch my show still, bro.
Are you on a website?
No, you look on the JFF page on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if the coach watch my show. I said that. You see, I have it up there. It's on the screen. Ian Frey starting in that defensive midfield role. I have this all week. That's the best move. You have to do that. It makes sense. We cannot have Joel Latibodir tonight making a fool of himself out there. Makes no sense. That's going backwards. So that's a brilliant move by the coach. And as we said, Bobby Reed comes in. Though he's going to play the Casey Palmer role, we don't expect the same impetus going forward, but his work rate to come back in the midfield and help, it's great. And Ian Frey also played the centre-back position as well. So he's defensively sound. So that's a good move. I like that. I love that he kept Richard King as well. He doesn't want the Kikwe Lion thing tonight with Damian Lowe. He needs to stay at home. Because people don't understand that Jamaica also attacked through Richard King, When Richard King drifts out wide in the centre-back position, the coach sometimes use him and go route one, a direct pass to one of the centre-forwards. Because he's accurate as a passer. Damian Lowe just kick the ball downfield, just boot it down. That's different from what Richard King does. So you guys can continue, carry on.
Yeah, JT like pretend to the starting lineup. It's a good starting lineup, but my little worry when we have about the back line is Ethan Pinnock is not a tackler. King is not a tackler. Omari Bell Royce is not an aggressive tackler. So you have three guys around the back is not aggressive tackler. They are good passer, but they are not aggressive. Therefore, you pick Greg Lee, and I would absolutely pick Greg Lee around the left back.
Yeah. I would have kept Greg Lee
say
on
that
for
the-
Amari
Trucking
Bell.
boss, that's a good point. That's a good point, trucking boss. That's a good point.
I would have kept Greg Lee on, as you said, for Amari over Amari Bell. I'm not
I
sure.
think I think we've seen a change in the guard, gradually, from Bailey Cardamat came in. I'm noticing that looks like there's a deliberate thing to try to get the team younger. I don't know if anybody actually picking it up,
Of course, he got speed on. What you think?
Yeah.
Leader, how speed win the cup?
No, I know, but I'm just
Listen,
telling you.
leader,
I'm seeing
leader.
a
You know what?
deliberate
When I think the team start getting younger, when Rudolph Speed became an advisor.
Okay.
I said that to somebody because Bailey Cardamati was the first red flag for me because the coach never normally starts young players like that in the first match. These things, even the same thing. When last have you seen the coach bring in a new player and start them? Bam! It doesn't do that. That's
It don't happen.
Yeah.
That's
True,
out
you're
of
right.
context for him.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when I told somebody I think that the advisor has some influence here, people are saying no. But I'm telling you, I'm seeing it more and more.
Listen.
Even with Ian
So
Fred,
leader,
yeah,
if it does not go well, should we blame the advisor?
blame by everybody. I don't say a problem, blame it. But I'm seeing no. Let me tell you, what I do know, I have heard the advisor mention about statistically how going to at the World Cup, the average age of players. So I'm going to tell you something. After we qualify, that team that's going to be named in June, there are going to be a lot of surprises.
Yeah, because leader,
So
I wrote
look for Tyrese Hall. Look out, there's going to be changes.
because leader. 1 second, guys. When Rudolph Speed got appointed, I made sure. I write to Rudolph Speed. I said, Speed, you have gotten result in Concacaf with young players. Please encourage the coach to believe in the younger guys because McLaren made the team way much older as soon as he came in. But he also realized quickly in the Gold Cup that the older guys necessarily don't give you the fight that you need. That's what he ran into in the Gold Cup. He realized that the older guys, Concacaf is not about experience. Concacaf is about work rate. That's what people don't understand. It's a work rate that gets you result in Concacaf. You can't come with a bunch of old man come win them team here.
Yeah, good point, JT.
Yeah, so I like that Rudolph Speed has done that on the court because when we look at the team, guy, it was so refreshing the last window. It was just so refreshing. Like, me just tired of Leon Bailey and them stush guys they out there. I don't want to see it anymore. It's annoying.
With Ethan Pinnock and Richard King tonight, I've been honing in on Richard King for a while now. Honing in. And I see problem.
I see problems too. No. Say it with your chest out. I see problems too.
I see problem too.
If Bernard was there,
I see problem.
I see it.
I see problem.
But you know what happened? You know what happened? Crispy and the other guys. As long as Liam Bailey and Gray is not on the team, I realize the panel here is a little bit biased. So everybody's happy with the team today. Because as long as those who walk back in the team, everybody else is okay with it. But honestly, King starting or even Pinnock starting over Lowe. Even though Lowe is not playing enough games out there, have enough games in his legs, I see that everybody's a little bit happy and okay with the team.
No.
Greg Lee have been giving us results, and everybody's okay with that also.
Here where my concern come in with King.
Here's my problem with Richard King.
Yeah, my problem with Richard King is the pairing.
He get lost every now and again in the game. He's caught off guard every now and again. And when he's caught off guard, he cannot make up the distance quick enough. So he either follows the player or make a tackle that's inappropriate.
Time is very slow. Very slow.
As bad as Damian Lowe is, Damian Lowe can make up that step.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a Damian Lowe Richard King combination or a Damian Lowe Ethan Pinnock combination is the best. I think Ethan Pinnock is not as, the problems are not the same with Richard King, but they are both very cool players.
Yeah, also to add on that, Crispy, King have this habit to come in the game and doing these long passes, pinging passes, long passes all over the place, and nobody's not calling out it, And you keep you keep turning over the ball to a midfield, a Curaçao who have a midfield who's going to be ball possession and keep putting pressure on yourself. I'm seeing problems here, But I'm
long passes.
Good starting lineup for Jamaica.
I think the long passes are part of the team plan. I don't think King is doing those passes.
But if you're playing a team who is going to have a lot of the possession, you're going to be holding up a lot of pressure. You're going to be putting yourself under a lot of pressure with the other team having the pressure.
Good starting lineup for Jamaica. Good starting lineup.
But Carla, if the game plan is that, King has to follow the game plan. So
good starting lineup.
I think King is good enough a passer to make sure.
No. If you look at his pass accuracy, it's very low.
Very low.
Very low.
Let me start.
And having a King back there, under pressure. You know what's going to end up happening? You guys going to come now and curse about Andre Blake and say Andre Blake is holding up the ball too long back there. That is going to be your guys' excuse.
When you left out low and start Pinnock and King at the same time. No, sir. I don't agree with that. Pinnock and King at the same time, two similar players. No,
it's not good.
Good. No, sir.
For me, Greg Lee should have gotten the start. Period.
Greg Lee, he come back with the pull up. He's technically pulling up the thing again, but he's okay. Nobody. They're not gonna have a problem with it as long as Gray and as long as Bailey is not on the field. Everybody is okay with this lineup.
But
I'm defensive combo. That I do not like that defensive combo.
We call it out. You can't reward a guy like Omar Repel to start when he not deserve to be start. So we call it out.
But I'll tell you this. When Bailey come back, I don't care what y'all say, he can scream from here to next year. That's the face of the team. He's going to play.
No, Bailey can't be the face of the team. Tyrese Campbell is the face of the team. The younger guy.
Upcoming.
It did not be Liam Bailey. Liam Bailey don't do nothing for Jamaica. Because nothing for Jamaica. What you all about?
Yo. All man comes to that much time, man.
Only has done nothing for Jamaica. Liam Bailey has done nothing for Jamaica.
Trucking boss, and the man is attack. Bossy, who knows that about players when in a squad, brother? We could talk about who are playing, no man. Only so controversial.
No, me just correct the call previous to you, Chavez.
What about
Bailey come back and be the
squad, no man. Only positive words, brother.
And let him know that Tyrese Campbell is the man.
Listen, man. Every player, brother, man. The player them over there, we don't even talk about them. Talk about who they are now, brother. When time comes, they end them up in our team. Come on, man. Come on, brother, man. Don't too controversial. Yeah, man. This team pick you now. Yeah, man. They want King of it. They don't want Pinnock. Brother, what do you want? What do you stay so? As a fan, you can't please.
Travis, you can't. Me and you always know. Me, you know, see eye to
The
eye.
peer we are talking about, you know, the
But
peer,
Travis,
you know.
one thing we can all have, you know, all have an opinion, you know. But
Yeah, we agree.
End of the day, no. Hold on, Travis. But end of the day, this is the squad that we have right now, and these are the players we have on the field, and I am supporting the team.
It's, you know, to me, you know, my brother, me don't have lean I team, you know. Based on lean performance, me not play lean level. But the coach pick Bell, me have to support Bell, brother.
Yeah, me have to support the team. You can't say them going to lose. You can't say
me never want to pick Pinnock either. I won't get me to pick.
But end of the day, we don't want to hear nobody cry. It's after the game, we're going to I hope.
Oh, man, that's a typical Jamaican fans, man. That's how we say. And time the team lose now, they want to express that they want.
Yeah, man. Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Because then, quarterback, me did tell you no. Hey, listen to man, the man never positive about Jamaica yet. All when we win, a problem.
Travis, I don't see Jamaica.
Imagine if they lose, brother.
Travis, 1 second, Travis. I don't see Jamaica losing this game, but we do have an opinion of who we want to
determine. Understand or not determine. Determine. You know, no sense you're talking about players whether in a squad like a Bailey and Gray. They don't do that. You know, relevant at all.
No, it's true.
You know, relevant at all.
No, it's true.
But I will like it or not, Bailey and Gray will be in the squad when November comes. And that's a fact.
Tell them, Travis.
That's a fact. But I will like it or not. Yeah, we agree to Campbell. When Campbell them play, Campbell them help defend. Different from Gray and Bailey. A different type of player them. Campbell is we help defend. When we are defend, Bailey is a different type of player. Bailey and Gray loves to play them. So that's how I defend.
But Travis, they're not good. You talk about luxury player, they're not good.
No, Carl, I want to say they're good. A different type of player. All the coach if you tell them. Listen to them. Listen to them.
Luxury player, that's where
you know where
the man, they're not good.
All right, yeah, man. You know what it's going to come down to, though? It'll come down to the coach decision and the
all I need to say, coach if tell Gray and Bailey play them defensively when they play them. Simple as that.
That's not in them ball game. That's not in them DNA. It's like you tell Tariq Maggi if you got different.
All right. If you not tell them, all right. If you not tell them,
different. The man in the tackle.
All right. If you don't tell them, then don't play them. Then play who will give result. Simple as that. Like how Campbell give result.
No. We are talking.
Right.
Play who will give result.
Right.
I'm happy with that.
Talking boss, you said tell Tariq Maggi. He's like tell Tariq Maggi to tackle.
Yeah. And the man that tackle not that. Every day I watch Tariq Maggi train, you know. Only thing Tariq Maggi train for do is pass the ball, kick free kick. That's all. And that's not Tariq Maggi weakest part of the game. Me not drift away from the conversation. But if you not understand so why you not make it to the elite level, or because you not run back and tackle, so you should have drop all 50 tire, truck tire, at the time, just to learn to tackle. If it was me up to me alone and then barely come back around 5 minutes or 10 minutes, when the game almost finished, then get frustrated and I come back.
Well, Chucking boss, that's where we disagree. That's the face of the team. I'm sorry, bro.
No, face of whose team? No, face of the pan when I'm going to start what you have. Can't be no face of the team, brother.
Hey, Chucking boss, they are different. You can't go too far.
Then a reality in a film like no, me not talk something when I got so. I will go so.
We have that. So you have to man them good.
So all right, the clear man, the man say to me tell him man, say man them a luxury player. The man say man they no good man. Bailey and Green are good players. Better you simple say they don't defend, brother. Can't different type of play them from Campbell.
You know, we don't ask with a man who has said Andre beat the vote up on the team and are playing at the game. You don't argue with that. Man can't really argue here, brother. Man is free to say what he wants to say.
Well, I mean, I tell you, football fans are my best, man.
Yeah,
man
man,
free to say anything you want.
Fox, me talking the call. I mean, I talk not without Fox, you know.
Yeah, man, you're free to say anything you want to say, brother. You agree with you.
Fox, I fact say that they are here.
Can Jamaica play with Leon Bailey and 10 man we play with?
That is no
Every single time Jamaica play with Leon Bailey, you play with 10 man.
What no go so much?
Yo, I Leon there, man. I Leon there.
That's only man.
Leon must be a sit, man.
We don't see this tackle. We don't see Ronaldo tackle. We put ball to tackle, man. Yeah, we have to do so like that.
At this stage in our ball game, every winger has to come back and tackle. You can't be a winger and be a one-dimension winger. It doesn't work.
You can't play ball and the man, that's serious to say that. You go overboard, man.
What do you mean by seriousness, me attack?
Yeah, go overboard.
Leon Bailey is no real beater, brother. Him on a real beater. He's just an average player.
I don't think the whisper get a game out, get some minutes out of that one here.
No, I don't think so. I don't think Whisper get no game.
You know, I think so. I see more than I get no game neither.
Them say you listen to Speed last night, you say Whisper didn't get to trade, you know. When they come in training done and they not train again. Okay. So you not get a game to them.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
We don't like them putting 2 goals, so we can actually see more so it look like in a like 20 minutes for him, so.
You know, one of the things I learned from Mr. Speed's interview last night was that it is full time for us to stop speculating on why players in the diaspora don't come, because we don't know. And Mr. Speed kind of was so frustrated, especially by some of Cranky's questions, and I kind of understand. And I always say that we are not behind the scenes. We don't know what's going on, and when something goes, the player, it's pure controversy, and we don't know. And because he basically said that Rico and the player, they reached out to him, right? And the assumption was he was not reached out to. The JSF does not want players, and the JSF is not doing enough to recruit players and whatnot. And in the past, that was true. Maybe some evidence is there, but it is time for us to just drop these speculations all the time about why a particular player is not coming. We don't know.
No, because Christy, you see the thing is, well, everybody want, if them go and go to talk to a player, anything the player tell them, they must come for the media and talk to the players. Every player them go to any player, the spectator them say them be tougher, and if they know about the player and approach the player, and if anything the player them tell them, they must come in at the media and talk. The moment they don't come talk, JFF them not contact them. And the player they want to come, and JFF no want to go for it. And the man I tell you, them talk to players, and players tell them things that them not just now come talk with some of the players themselves.
Exactly, and it's time for us to move on from that. It's time for us to move on. Get mature, and realize that, especially when the players are young, you have agents telling them one thing, you have family telling them one thing, and it's not. And plus, initially, their first choice is to play for their country. Give it time and back off. Just give it time and back off.
Crispy, I'll tell you this: the only way to leave that alone is just get behind the team, and the team needs to win. As long as when the team is winning, people will come to your door, and you will decide to let them in. Let's get behind this team and push them, so we can have a winning culture, so people can start knocking the door.
That's not the issue. The issue is that the JFF often cannot make public communication with the players. So it doesn't make any sense for us to be speculating all over the place as to why X player is not coming. Because even with Kadamatari, I don't want to mess up his name, Kadamatari, hope I'm pronouncing it right. He said the reason why he did not come, his paperwork wasn't ready. That's what he said.
But you also
you know what I mean?
hear
And we, including me, we're under the impression that he's turned down the call and he's disrespecting the program, and the player is saying that his paperwork was not ready.
And what I'm saying is, Crispy, let's have some pride. Let's work with what we have and create a winning culture. These players, whenever they want to come, they'll do everything to get here. And with pride, we're going to accept them or turn them away. Right now,
Yes, but
I'm not in that begging stuff. I don't care nothing about that. Let's get behind this team and create this culture. It's time. It's our time. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you're not addressing anything I'm saying. You're not addressing what happened last night and in the interview. It's not a begging issue I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fans that they don't. The truth, the ultimate truth is that we don't know what's going on. You know, even with the Mason Greenwood situation, Mr. Speed was very positive last night. I think he knows something that we might not know. You understand? And the narrative is that he's disrespecting the program and he's Mason Greenwood is this and he's that and he's that, and we don't know what's going on. That's the bottom line. We don't know.
But Mason Greenwood is an anomaly. You cannot compare him and certain players.
It's not about comparing him. It's not about comparing him. But there are similar situations. There are similar situations where we speculate regarding the player. So sometimes we bash the player, sometimes we bash the JSF when we don't know what's going on. And I am saying that must stop. And from now onwards, when I see people doing it, I'm gonna call them out. Stop bashing the JSF over overseas-based players, and stop bashing the players if their response is not to our liking, because we don't know what's going on. So, Fisherman, you said you watched the entire interview, right?
Look like we lost some people here. Let me see if we can get them back on. I don't know what just happened. Look like we lost a few people here.
He gave us some critical information, but at the same time, he speak highly of young player. At the same time, he speak highly of an indisciplined player in Greenwood.
When you say indiscipline, you mean indiscipline on the field or off the field?
Why is it indiscipline?
That's the same thing I want to ask.
That's the same reason he can't make England side.
No, it's not. That's not why he can't make England side.
Why?
Everybody knows it has to do with the issue with his girlfriend, now his wife. That's the sole issue.
That's the main issue right there.
But basically, to be fair to the player, I think outsiders, including England, everywhere else, should not interfere in couples issues.
It doesn't matter. No, listen, this is a black man that did something with a white woman. It's bigger than that, man. If you don't know.
Hey, listen, man. Listen,
Mason Greenwood is part white. Mason Greenwood is part white, so
me call out all indisciplined players.
Listen, there's
so
no
who
such
is
thing as
Greenwood that
part
me
white in England? Come on, get out of here, man. He's black.
No,
right?
He's part white.
It doesn't matter who. Never call out a player for indiscipline.
He is a black Man,
That's true.
you don't know anything about England.
I know that's not true. In England, people like Mason Greenwood have their own category.
He is a black man.
No, that's not correct. I'm telling you. Do we have anybody on the panel here from the UK?
No, Chris. We don't want to go down that line that with Grace Mason Greenwood is a topic for one whole day, you know. Because even before Mason Greenwood getting no. We have to respect that. I mean, I got respectful of that. But me I talk about in general. The Mason get a call for Jamaica. You should have grabbed that with your both hands, brother. You shouldn't wait for the last minute.
Carl, again, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. When you look at Academy, we were angry, and the players said his paperwork was not ready. So I mean, give it time. In my opinion, I look at these things like this. I am at 0. If I get 1, I move from 0. If I get nothing, I'm still at 0. I can only win. In this situation, Jamaica cannot lose. If Jamaica gets Mason Greenwood, Jamaica benefits. If Jamaica does not get Mason Greenwood, Jamaica is where it is. There's no losing.
I think I'm glad about, honestly. It has to do with speed here. A lot of times when I speak to some people always in the past used to say, hey, speed has something to do with picking the team and so on. And I told people, no, it doesn't. No, when he actually has influence in doing it. A lot of people don't even realize that the players that he's pushing more are the overseas players because he wants to get a strong team out there. Okay? A lot of people not even picking up these things.
Leader, you know that it's just the other day that he began to change that mentality, right? Because before...
No.
Leader, I hear him on the interview. He said it on the interview.
No, hold on there. Let me just say one thing to you. Hold on. Do you remember? Let me just... You can Google it. It's there. Sometime back with the under-20s, Speed went on record to say that there is no quota in the under-20s because he just wants the best professional players out there. However, the Jamaica Football Federation management was not too pleased about it. And he had to backtrack and say, well, okay, there is X amount in the under-20 also. Because there's a significant amount of people within the JFF that wants that, right? So political expediency, he did that. But before, and it's out there, he said that straight professionals, wherever they're coming from, in good, right? And I'm telling you, listen, you are going off of what you might feel, because you're at a club. I'm telling you, speaking to the man, I can tell you, him want win. No matter what him do. If a Jacks or bad juice him a play for, him want win. You understand?
It's I don't only go by what a man say, I go by his action. And from what I see so far in the team, everything that he's saying is actually matching his action. That's how I can hold the words and action to accountability. So I really appreciate, as far as this new turn that Jamaica is turning in, this football team. And it's a good look. So far, it's a good look.
Okay, let me say one quick thing here. The other day, the first set of matches, which player came out at the last minute? It was Amari, right? Hello?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was Amari. I know. I'm just leading up to something here. Did you know that the recommendation was made? Well, I don't know if I should say this now. But anyway, a recommendation was made for a player, a local-based player from a certain club to fill the spot. The advisor recommended an overseas-based player. instead. Right? Just give me a little context. All right? I'm telling you. So a lot of times people assume because they're going to say, hey, because that person is base, look at that. That's not the way it is.
Well,
You
let me
understand?
ask you a question. Why is Handlin on the team? What's the purpose
Why is
of
who?
him?
Why is who?
I think his name is Handlin, the midfielder player.
Anglin.
Yeah. Why is he on the team?
Because for the first match you need coverage because you don't have Isaac Hayden. Who else?
He's a defensive midfielder, so you need more than one defensive midfielder.
So question now. Who would you have there? Who would you have that can as a backup for the role? Who is there that you have that has played there already?
No, that's why I was just asking the question. Why?
No, but listen, I tell people whenever you ask a question, I have a solution. So if it's not, who would be your backup? Since Isaac Hayden can't play, who is your backup? Let's hear.
Well, he would be the backup because he's one of the better defensive midfield we have.
So argument done. So that's the end of that argument then, right?
Can you go with facts again?
I don't think the gentleman was trying to make an argument. He just asked a question.
Because, hold on, one of the things a lot of people do in the past, when a player is out, say a defender is out, some people want to bring in a striker. That's not how teams are built. You have to bring in a like for balance. So I'm seeing that a lot of times somebody might be out and somebody say, hey, why we didn't call the striker instead? And call the striker to play left back?
Leader, when did we start doing that?
All people on these, listen, all people on these shows, these programs, whenever we have these groups, people out there will be, because you couldn't name, you asked the question about Anglin, and yet it couldn't give a solution. Who is the next person?
No, but you just made a statement saying that people out there always ask why you bring a player that doesn't match the position. What I'm saying.
No, I said no. Why, when a player comes in, they normally bring in a player to match the player that comes out. But people ask sometimes for another player that they say, this player came out. Why don't you bring in that player? And the player is a completely let me say something here now. When you would hear that Isaac Hayden can't play, some people will be out there saying, hey, bring in, Van Stewart. Why can't he come in now? Seriously?
But the point I'm trying to say is, leader, right? That statement that you just made, right, is of recent, like within the past couple of games, that now you can see that progression of we have player A and who can replace player A. Where's player B, right? If you look at when Hayden came in, everybody was worried. I think Jason asked the coach a question. Who do we have if Hayden went down? And you know what the coach said? We got to keep him healthy because he didn't have a plan B. It's just of recent, since Speed went in, I see this kind of progression. So this is why I'm asking the question.
But the fact of the matter is, that's one of the things when people ask, why doesn't Jamaica play tiki-taka football? Why they don't do this? Why they don't do that? Fact of the matter is, how many CDMs do we have? How many of a certain type of player? So we have to look at that. So if we want to do a certain thing, we have to look at what we have, because I mentioned that generally when you hear people talking about players from England or players from the US, what type of players we generally hear about? Wingers and defenders. That's generally it, wingers and defenders. You can count on your hand. The only CDMs you hear about, you can basically count on one hand. Literally. And some of them, like right now, I think they only other CDM, young CDM, that one could look at, he's not playing the position right now. There's so few. You understand? So we have to look at it. So I suppose now with Frey starting as a younger player, so because Isaac Hayden potentially can be there for the next World Cup, because we're at a problem there. But if Frey takes off, that's not going to be a problem.
But leader, say You ask for the CDM. My first choice is going to so when I bring Lambert, you know, they call when the local player. Me not really have a problem still in it, but if me my first choice would have been Lambert over Igstill.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at it here. I've seen Lambert play. I like him as a player. How old is he now? How old is he now? How old is Lambert now?
Oh,
Yeah.
what is?
Yeah.
Lambert, 20s, or 30.
It's how much?
He is in his 20s.
How much in 20s?
Leader, him don't reach 30.
No, hold on. That's the first problem. Stop. That's the problem. We look at players out there as, hey, look here, we're flirting the same problem that Costa Rica is in now, right? You can't have too many players in the 30s there. Lambert was good when he was younger. As Lambert was slow always, you know. As he has gotten older, legs go.
Lambert is 28 years old.
Okay, that's my point. Next year is 29. So let's look at it this way.
So what you say?
So hold on.
So what you do?
No, I'm not saying that.
So what you say? Try you reach 20, try you gone over 25, then you almost come out.
No, the thing is, you know, hold on. You know, one of the things, right, Damian Lowe is lasting so long because of that pace that he has, right? Once you lose that pace, and Lambert was never fast. And sometimes we tend to forget. I don't know if you heard of you remember the song here, What Have You Done Lately? Right? Sometimes we have to remember what certain players did the last time they were on the field. So that sometimes...
Leader, tell me, say they don't really like how him play or what, but don't tell me, I don't know, PS1, you don't lose no PS1, you can't find them. It's not no
Anyway, Lambert has been around the Jamaica team for quite some time, and he has not been able to hammer down that CDM slot. Whenever we have always had to be looking for somebody else.
I think you get a raw deal because when the last World Cup the World Cup champion been playing when him and Lati they are playing everywhere. He was the better one out of the two. He was the better one, and him drop them end up. He never put a foot wrong in that tournament there, and he just come out on the team. He never put a foot wrong in that tournament.
So question, hold on. Lambert, hold on. Let's look at one thing here. Lambert and Isaac are not the exact same ages, I think it is, right? So right now, it makes no sense that his second alternate is going to be the person that's going to probably go out at the same time, and he's playing at a lower league than the one that's actually starting. So right now, I need to see an alternate. So if I can get somebody from a higher league than what Lambert is playing in to be my alternate, who is free, I'm good with that.
Leader, you know what? To be honest, it's something going on in my country, because the way that you guys are thinking is on a different level, and I'm proud of y'all. Seriously, because I never hear you speak like this, leader. First time. And I have to commend y'all, because now y'all are looking at the football at light years, and this is how we grow. That's why I have to commend you on that. Seriously, I have never heard you speak like this before.
I don't understand you. What are you saying now? Explain to me.
Okay, a while ago you just said if Hayden go down, right? You need a player that's playing in a higher division. So basically, you're trying to match where he's playing. You can't go a step, 3 steps, or 2 steps down. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Okay. Yeah, basically, yeah, because look here, if you're going to get an alternate, the alternate preferably should be at least a younger one that whenever the time is, because Isaac potentially might not be there when they're the next, after the World Cup, and we have matches. Isaac might not be the one that we might call up at that time. At that time, we might be looking to give Yancey a little run at that stage. I don't know, but it's more beneficial to the team going forward for the 2030 World Cup to have 2 experienced CDM. So it's not that Isaac Hayden will be out, but we'd have another 1, maybe 2. You know, there's another youngster I know in England right now, his name slipping me right now, who is somebody who, you know, to be looking at next year, November. You understand? We have to look at it. That's what football is, you know. Football, you have to look at, you know, when a team grows, it changes. When you keep certain players too long, you're going to run into problems. You understand?
But leader, I think the fans, the true fans, are the one that's been watching the progression of football have been screaming that, because when you look at a team like Suriname and all these teams that's developing and bringing up players, I'm like, what is going on with my country? So for you to say these kind of things, and I know you're very close to speed, the way that y'all thinking now is very different. I don't know what happened, but continue to do what y'all doing. Let's put it that way.
I want to say something. I want to concur with something the leader said. I remember a discussion he had where he said he fundamentally does not believe in quota, but they implemented it to please people in the JSF. Mr. Speed did say something similar to that.
They have to be politically correct. That's how it is.
Yeah, he said the people at the parish, especially at the parish level, they do not want overseas-based players. But he personally does not believe in quotas.
Listen, the fact of the matter, don't say the people at the parish levels. There's no such thing as the people at the parish levels. The parish presidents are the JFF. You understand? So it's not people. Those are the executive of the JFF. So we can't go around that, and we have to respect their views, and that's how it is. You understand? Because everybody is there serving because of them, right? Okay? That's how it is.
I didn't watch the interview with. I didn't listen or watch the interview with Speed last night. But I hear somebody touch on it earlier. But I just wonder if somebody can make it clear if this was said. Did he say that? What was his views in terms of the cutoff period for overseas based player coming in or new people coming in?
He basically said there was no cutoff period.
Okay, thank you guys. All right, good. I just want to know that's what he's okay. Good. Yes.
If Mason Greenwood is ready in June, he's ready for him to be there.
All right. That's good to hear.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are not playing politics no more, and that's what I do appreciate. It seems like
no, man, politics is still there.
I'm saying it's still there. I'm saying it's still true. It's still there, but it's like y'all a little bit more refined, refreshed. This is a different way, different energy I'm getting from the federation. Very different,
guys. While Speed did not mention a cutoff time, he categorically stated that it's not up to him alone. He was just saying that it is his views. So we can see things otherwise because he's not the only decision maker. So we don't want that this and they would come on to the decision. We hear another thing because remember it's not him alone making the decision. So I wanted to share that.
Well, the match, so much time. So where the man them give them prediction, you know. Them prediction now.
Yeah, 7 minutes before the game. So
if Jamaica is assertive, if they play up to their full potential, I would say a 2-1 victory for Jamaica. I think Curaçao is good enough to score a goal.
And Guatemala just beat Suriname. Trinidad up 2 in their game. Yeah, they're playing Bermuda.
Yes.
All right, so we check in back after the post match then.
Yeah, man. I'll start. It's a 2-1 in a 2-1.
Yeah, for me, Jamaica for sure win 3-2 or 3-1 Jamaica.
I'm JT. Are you able to watch the game where you are?
The YouTube, the Concacaf YouTube channel.
wow. Because where am I cannot watch it.
Yeah, man.
Worst scenario one.
Crispy, I'm gonna send you a link to watch it here.
Yeah.
All right, 3-1 prediction.
Yeah, go take some. Yeah, man. No, I'm not Pepsi.
Where should I go to view the link?
No, I'm gonna send you the link and you see when you click on, you have to click on the different ones till you find one come up on it. You have it, so some of them come up with ads, you just have to click the ads off, and sometimes a bit annoying on some of them. But once it's on, it's on. So I'm gonna send you the link on WhatsApp.
Okay.
And you will see the different stations, and you choose the popular ones, and just try to watch it from there. Let me get it.
Okay.
All right, so we check in after everybody here.
Yeah.
All right, sooner guys later.